You are listening to the Fresh Take Network.
Everybody wanna be a star. Welcome everybody to another episode of Got 'Em, the sneaker podcast from the YYC SOLEdiers crew. I'm your host, Adam Diesel Power. I'm joined by, we got a new member today, an official new member to the YYC SOLEdiers Got 'Em team.
Hey.
And just because one's missing doesn't mean he's gone for good. He's just not here right now. He didn't replace Har. We got Eli Falls, aka Fallsy 30, sneaker customizer out of Red Deer. Welcome to the show.
Hey, the real Red Deer man.
The new Red Deer man.
Red Deer man now?
You gotta hold it down up here.
Yeah.
Someone's gotta hold it down.
Yeah. So Eli's going to be a staple on the show going forward. So thanks to him for jumping on board. Harkirat Kinkamba might show up later. He's a little bit late doing some other stuff. Last week, we weren't sure where he was, and we were a little concerned that he showed up. So this week, we heard from him and just know he's not going to be here. We've also got Albert, Mr. Legal Hustle Clothing Mejia. What up?
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey.
And in the bottom corner, we've got Jamazin, the Southwest PE Poppy, JC, Jermaine Cummings.
I'm here again, ready, man.
Yo, let's see that shirt.
Another Michael Air. Oh, you want to see this?
I want to see this shirt.
You want to see some WrestleMania?
Oh, okay.
It's WrestleMania.
There it
week,
is.
so I had to put on.
Put on the WrestleMania shirt.
Ever 14, guys. You know what time it is.
Mike Tyson was on AEW this week.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
He was on AEW this week. Yeah. Gave a big punch.
Forcing?
He's with Chris Jericho's crew, the Inner Circle.
Yeah. Turn on him.
Yeah.
Gave a nice punch today though, or on that Wednesday.
To Dax. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gave a good smack to someone.
Do they have the big pay-per-view coming up? Is there WrestleMania on the way?
That's not for a little while. I think it's end of May.
Also, yes, then. That's why Tyson is there?
But they had Tyson like around
Or the
Christmas
holidays,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had him before his fight. When was his fight?
Okay.
They had him on a couple episodes before his fight, and I thought they were leading up to like a Jericho Tyson feud. But then he went to do real boxing to get a real payday. When did that? So
real boxing? That was a real boxing match?
Sure.
It was an exhibition.
Sure.
Showing off.
Anyways, we're on the sneaker chat. Let's get back to sneakers. Let's go to the collection report. I think a lot of people have some cool stuff this week. Who wants to kick it off?
Pow! I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
All right, Jermaine, right in the kiss.
Stole it.
Mine's pretty light work anyway, so we'll make it happen. As we know, I've been on the up-tempo kick as of late, and the train continues rolling today as I pull out the Derek Fisher joints.
Yes. Yes.
LA Lakers. Shouts to the man D Fish out there putting out up tempos when the fucking cycle wasn't even going for these. Shouts to him for that. First of all, this is not a Derek Fisher pair. This is the GR pair that dropped in 2020, but nonetheless, man, it's all about that color blocking. Come on, man.
Man, I'm loving that you're on the up-tempo, vibe right now.
What is that on the heel?
It's time.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
We got the tempo logo. It's time to really start knocking these doors down, man. I've had them in a blind spot for years, always known about them. They're always just, a little bit more expensive than I wanted to spend on them. But now the prices are coming down. Now that there's more colors coming out, I'm ready and I'm here. Let's make it happen.
Where'd you get those?
Online.
Goat?
Online, not Goat. Not goat. Online.
Okay.
Yes, online. Shouts to my guy Ward, man. Made it happen for a great price.
Shouts to online shopping.
Online.
In general, just online shopping.
We need a shirt that just says that online.
Yeah. Where'd you get those? Online.
That's right. That's
a dope pair, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait to get these going. Let's go.
Cool.
All right.
That's it for this week for you, Jermaine?
That's it. That's all, man. I always limit my pickups to one only so I can stretch them out. So
all right.
It's always only going to be one. So
all right.
One. That's my one.
Who's up? I think Eli has nothing this week. He's slacking.
I had to come out of the gate swinging for this one.
Next week. Maybe next week. So Albert's up next.
So I got my first W on the Foot Locker app.
Hello.
Got these. Nothing crazy. You guys know.
They're nice.
But these. This is a pair that I forgot to bring out last week, but I think this is perfect for this week.
Oh, shit. Look at the box.
Yes.
Look at the box.
Has a little ding, but this is from 92.
You can't sell it on StockX then. Too bad.
Can't sell it on StockX. Right there, you got the Sky Raids.
You should put it on StockX. Just be the only one on there.
We got the. So
those are crazy.
I was trying to do research on these. So I know that they're part of the Peace collection with Spike Lee, but the white pair, this is a harder pair to find because there's 3 pairs that came out, which is the Peace ones that everyone knows of, but from the air raids. And now I get what Kevin was talking. Yeah, the black ones. I get what Kevin was talking about now when he's like, release the Peace ones in the proper OGs because they actually came out in the air raid 2s.
Right.
So for kids pairs, they come out, they call them the Sky Raids, but these ones were the white pair, and then I think there was like a concrete kind of colorway that came out in them. But this pair says one world, one team. The other ones say I can't remember what it says, like world peace or something like that on the other pair on the back tabs. But these ones, yeah, kids pair. These were not picked up online, but I'm not gonna say where I got them.
And out your source in person.
And out my source.
Just in person, in stores. Where did you get those?
Secrecy podcast out here.
I picked these up in stores in Alberta. But yeah, this was a pair that I forgot to bring out last week, but I think it's perfect talking about the Jordan 8s. Obviously, we can see the inspiration for them, right? From the Jordan 8s to the Air Raids. Outdoor use only, 1993, because 92 is the Air Raids, and then these are the Air Raid 2s.
So special, man. So special. Crazy time. 92, 93. Crazy police killings. Things were hot, man. Nike got in there right at the right time to come out with that stuff.
And I was looking through Carter's collection. I'm like, fuck, you got hella OGs, man. Like a lot of pairs. Like I just posted a pair on his Instagram yesterday of the Nike Tour Challenge lows, which are a pair of Agassi signatures that I picked up at Value Village for like $3. Like I found like collecting OG pairs. I found so many from the thrift stores.
That's the hunt.
That's
how you hunt.
That's the shit that like you don't see anymore.
Yeah, that's what was fun.
Everything is now what, Jermaine? Everything is now found where?
Online.
Yeah, that's kind of killing the game.
Game's dead.
I got a bunch of pickups. Almost all of them were online. So maybe I'm killing the game. First up.
Looking it up.
First up, I got to complete the outfit. I got the Jordan Union
clocking in
shirt.
Union man.
This just popped up on Foot Locker Canada. Just out of nowhere. It just showed up on Foot Locker Canada. It was in my size. I could use a 20% off coupon. And I was like, okay, why not? I'm going to do it.
That's it.
So goes with my jacket, goes with my shoes. I got it all now.
Blue collar.
Got it all. Working at a mechanic shop. Next up.
You got to put some grease marks on it.
Yeah, grease marks. Next up. Just like
yeah, grease marks.
Yeah, put the grease marks on it. Just like Albert, I got a pair. Shout Shout out to Champs for just releasing them randomly. Like this is how Champs does releases now, apparently. Like I was talking to the manager and they have 34 cases of shoes that are all release shoes sitting in the back and they can't sell them. They have to wait for Champs head office to be like, today's the day, and put them out. And so they have like, I know for a fact they have some Dunks, like a bunch of colors of Dunks. They have the University Blue ones. They had these. They came out on Tuesday. I was just at the mall and I walk in and they're just like, there was a bunch on the back counter. I was like, are you selling these? Like, yeah, they just came out today. It's like, what? What's going on? These guys need to get their shit together. Like, I know Foot Locker app sucks and you never win on it, but they at least do something and they at least release shoes.
I think Champs needs its own fucking app.
It needs something.
Or at least like merge the two stores together. They're under the same umbrella anyways.
As a whole, man, the whole rolling release date shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. I got another pickup. Comes in this box.
Okay. Ooh, Tailwind.
It's a Nike Tailwind with some nice butterflies on it. I'm going to pop them out right here. The Skepta Air Max Tailwind.
I didn't think you were going to go for those.
Came in. They were all sitting on Nike, and I was like, why not? Why not? Hey, bro.
Are they on? You get a discount on them?
Oi, bruv. No, they're just on Nike. Nike CA.
Oi, bruv.
Oi, bruv. There's some sick trainers. Sick trainers, eh, bruv?
You just gotta watch Top Boy for a whole weekend.
I watched Top Boy. I just watched Blue Story the other day. You don't even know about Blue Story. Blue Story is another dope movie like Top Boy. Yeah, so I got these Skepta Tailwinds. They're pretty nice.
Fire pair, man. Fire pair.
Those are sick. I really
I'm
like
digging those. And one last pickup. This one was in person. You guys are gonna like this one. Check out this sick jacket. So sick, right? Am I right?
That's a sick jacket, man. You're right.
Sick jacket. A sick jacket. Why don't I open it up?
I'm like looking at.
Why don't I open it up? How about if I open this jacket up?
Hey, you thought about opening up that jacket?
What is inside this jacket?
Yo, is that supposed to go with a book that came out?
I think it is.
Damn, man.
So it is the Nike SB. Dunks. All the throwbacks. These are all like the OG SBs inside the jacket in the liner. This was they just released it at 9 times. They just posted it up.
Oh, fuck.
Actually, Kevin gave me a call and he was like, "Did you see that thing come up?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I'm driving right now." And I was like, just about to leave my house. And I was like, all right, I can swing by. So I went by and picked up this jacket. It's dope. It's super nice. It's super unassuming. You could do reversible.
Wait,
like,
so
it's not.
It is?
It's not intended to be. I don't think.
Oh, you're gonna be pulling a Will Smith kind of thing.
Yeah, because the zipper doesn't.
Uniform.
The zipper doesn't flip. So it's not like
there too.
And the tag, you could, if you cut that tag, you're done. And the zipper is the only other thing that you have to zip up inside. But check out on 9 Times. Shout out to 9 Times, dope local skate shop. But 9 Times is they have it on their Instagram. The guy's wearing it inside out in one of the pictures.
What's a tag on that?
That's sick.
What?
No, I
SB?
mean, like, what's a price tag?
Oh, price tag. It was $185. Not bad for a bomber. It's got these eBay dunks on it, hey?
The eBay dunks got chopped up?
Yeah.
Should have chopped them up.
Okay. Anyways, that was my exciting pickup of the week. I thought you guys would like that reveal of the interior. The regular ass bomber.
I was like, what is going on?
Why is this so cool? It's just a bomber. Nope. Inside is where it's about. Cool.
Maybe it was like a wrestling thing, and I was like,
Eli just like nodding his head.
Eli's like,
yeah, all right.
Who is that?
WrestleMania.
I guess I got one more pickup to talk about. We're gonna do this on the show, but I don't really understand. Wish we had Har here. But I got an NBA Top Shot pack. So should we just open it?
Let's just
Should
open
we just
it.
open it?
Crack it open, man. Let's go.
Let's
see
crack
what
this
Top Shot's
open.
going on. Ready to see a highlight.
Yeah, let's see some moments. So I got this pre-order Top Shot pack. I think it's got 3 moments in it. I haven't opened it yet. I don't even know what happens when you do. So let's find out. Can you guys see it?
Common pack.
One common pack. It's this pre-order common series 2. Here it is, shaking it. Let's
Ready.
open this pack, see what happens.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Oh, it's got the music. I don't think you guys can hear it. Too bad.
Sing it.
I'm
Little acapella.
gonna fix this. I'm gonna share the sound. Now you can hear it.
Oh,
Now you can hear it. This is jamming. All right, which one? Which one should I open first?
The last one.
The
The
last
right.
Yeah.
The
Door
right.
number 3.
Door number 3. Danny Green, 3-pointer. Danny Green plays for the Sixers. When did this happen? I'm so out of the loop. I'm so out of the loop. Okay. Is that a good thing? Is this a good one?
I don't know.
Good moment?
Should I look it up while we're doing this?
Is this a good moment? It's a high number. I don't know if that's a good thing. Cool. Let's open the second one. First one, maybe. First one?
Yeah.
First one.
See what's in here. An assist. Kemba Walker.
Oh, you got a low number though.
It's it's 1,000 in the thousands, single digit thousands. I mean, they lost by 30 points. You're having a moment from a game where they lost by 30 points. That is crazy.
That should be worth something, right?
That should be worth something. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this last one. Ready?
Zion Williamson.
Zion. LaMelo Ball is what we're looking for. Draymond Green.
Draymond.
Yes.
Another assist.
So
An
the funny
assist.
part is we're all so clueless as what the
An
fuck
assist.
is
Is
going
this cool?
on right
I don't
now.
think this is cool. I don't think any of these are worth any money. They're pretty high numbers. I don't really know what makes them exciting or worth money. I'm going to stop sharing just so this music.
That was
Cool.
That was great.
Yeah, send your
guys.
offers to Adam Diesel Powers.
Yeah,
It's
hit me
10.5, 11. Starting bid, $500-600. I think we'll.
Yeah,
send them
these
all.
are all super hype moments, and I will take sneaker transactions for these easy.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a dude that traded like a LaMelo Ball moment for like both Jordan 1 unions? That was like a big
What?
deal.
Why is LaMelo Ball like crazy?
LaMelo Ball, because it's about rookies. It's about potential with these things, I think, right? Rookies are worth a lot because there's potential for increased value. You get like a LeBron, he's not going to go up from here, really.
I gotcha.
Rookies are like, the sky's the limit. They could be stars. Who knows?
Joe, we can put fiscal value on anything as humans. We got to think ahead, man.
Yeah.
We got to think ahead. There's something right now that's floating out here for free that you can attach a price tag to.
Ideas,
Bro,
air
it's just
particles.
like NFTs right now are just like that, like the.
That's
NFT
what this
art.
is. This is
That's
NFT.
exactly what this is.
Top Shots are NFTs.
Boom.
So yeah, that was Top Shots. If I get any more, I tried today. There was another one, and so you like click on it right before the release happens, and then it puts you in like a 10-second countdown till the time, and then it randomly gives you a spot. And my spot was like 178,000, and there was only 90,000 packs. And I was like, all right, I'm done. That was fun for like a quarter of a second.
What is the pack like
the
that
top
run you?
sale?
Sorry. What does a pack like that run you?
That was only $10.
So the top,
there was a pack last week that was $1,000, and you get, I think you get 7 cards. What's the top sale for those cards?
Well, for Danny Green is $1,000.
Shit, that's probably like number 1 though.
Let's figure out what we got. The lowest is $4. Who else did you get?
That's what I got. $4.
You got Danny Green,
Draymond.
Draymond.
Everybody loves Draymond.
Was it Draymond with the assist? Which one?
Yes.
Draymond with the assist.
From which February 4th?
Yeah, February 4th.
Your lowest is $5.
Sick.
And your highest is 4,721.
Sick. I don't have that number.
I don't.
And I got Kemba Walker. So I could probably get my money back, and then it would charge me, I think it's like $30 to take any money out. So I'll get like 20 bucks.
20 bucks.
I'll sell $20 worth of cards, and it'll cost me
Yo, I'll
$10.
be back, boys. I'll be back.
It'll cost me $10 to take that out.
Crazy.
I don't know how this works. Man. I don't understand it. Maybe Har can come in and he can enlighten us a little bit.
Pandemic.
Yeah, pandemic. Crazy.
Holy.
Well, let's move on here to that's it for pickups this week. Let's move on to what's coming out this week. What people are hoping can maybe scoop up. First shoe coming out again with all this like rolling releases. It's really weird, but the Jordan 1 Hyper Royal. I swear this shoe already came out 5 times this year. I don't know. The Turbo Green, slightly different. Then there's another Royal. Then there's the tie-dye, and then whatever. But there's another one.
Colors.
And it's super hyped. It's super hyped. Like, people are paying stupid amounts of money for these, entering all the raffles, trying to win them. What do you guys think?
To me.
You want this? You want this?
Never. I mean, I want it, but like I would never pay what they're asking for.
Yo, check out my new pickup, guys.
Ones are.
Albert got a new pickup. Yeah. Albert got a new pickup. We got some donut milk
donuts.
Did Eli deliver those straight from Red Deer?
Damn right.
Yeah, man.
Got them on speed dial. Like, hey, run these down to Airdrie for me.
Sick. Well, we're on the Jordan 1s. What do you think about these, Albert? These Hyper Royals.
Tired. Actually, they're all right. They're okay.
What happened?
I like tired. I like tired better, but go on.
I'm just trying to be a positive and a negative, you know?
Just one negative and one positive about everything.
You can almost say I'm kind of confused about all these.
This is bad, but you know, it's kind of good, actually. That's Albert's mentality towards sneakers these days. I don't like it, but it's kind of okay.
I don't like it, but I might just buy it.
Yeah, I might just get it. So, I mean, I entered a few raffles to see what they're like in person, if I can get them, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm not really trying.
All about the fast colors now, huh?
Yeah.
Hyper blue, turbo
green, lightning.
Okay, you look fast.
Electric. You look fast. That's because they're just coming up with them on the fly.
Man, we got to slow it down a little bit. We got to slow down these colors.
No doubt.
We need some tortoise. Need some tortoise brown.
I think you're gonna have like a brown with a little bit of green.
Sloth gray.
How about
I'm down.
Sauntering violet, man.
Sauntering violet. Yeah. Trickle blue. All right. The next shoe coming out this week is an Adidas shoe, the ZX 8000 ZX. I don't know. We're in Canada. Super Earth by Sean Witherspoon. We all know Sean Witherspoon from round 2 and from the Sean Witherspoon Air Max 197. And what else did he do? He did some Adidas, did a few other things. He's done some.
He's done some basics. He's done.
These are cool.
Yeah. So
I seen the homies at Canada Got Sold. I guess a couple of them had these pairs, and I like the videos that they posted were pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a dope shoe. It's not something I personally think I would wear, but I mean,
better than the Simpsons stuff.
I guess. Pretty wild.
It's better than the Simpsons. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Why is this tongue so thin? Who's wearing this?
Sean Witherspoon.
Is this what all the ZX 8000s are? I don't even know.
The pair I've got.
Is the tongue so
what's
thin?
The story behind
That's
these?
just like
what's the inspo behind these things?
Yeah, Earth Day. There's like, I don't know. I like this I like this Earth S thing. It's kind of cool.
Is it recycled materials?
It's partially recycled, I think. It's like being environmentally conscious.
Yeah, it's kind of on their sustainable tip.
Yeah.
So are all the pairs the same fabric, or like do they all look the same? Fabrics the same on every shoe?
I don't know.
It's a good question. I'm trying to see. Here's a model with them on. It looks very similar. The right inside has the patchwork.
Yeah.
What do we got here? Yeah, like the same on the right
These
inside.
threads everywhere. Some like
Maybe the threads.
Would this be a shoe you wear and it just falls apart?
I mean, it already looks like it's falling apart. So how would you know?
They're just outsmarting their quality check here. You can't say it's a bad quality shoe if it comes from the factory
that's
falling
true.
apart, right?
Did
They
Sean
probably-
quality
Wither?
is no quality.
Did Sean Witherspoon like trim all his threads? This is
Probably.
him. This is him
Maybe,
wearing
yeah.
them.
He's like, I'm not wearing that shit.
Yeah, he
It
makes the
looks like
shoe.
he did for sure.
He makes the
bet you
shoe
he-
and then he gives it a haircut.
I bet you
Right
he
away.
did it with like the thin tongues because he likes wearing no-show socks or ankle socks. So it's not so thick.
He likes to wear Totoro socks. Yeah, I'm not. I like a little puffier tongue.
Like
That's
I don't.
just me.
It's a cool concept.
Cool. I don't think anybody here jumping for these. Eli,
No, sir.
you trying? No. Okay.
Jermaine looks like he's ready to jump for him.
Jermaine.
Oh, I'll jump all right. Straight off a bridge on these things, boy.
Sick, sick. All right, let's move on. Next release of the week is the Meniere Jordan 3. This is a women's colorway. I was concerned, so we talked about these in the past. It's a collaboration with that boutique store. Meniere is in Atlanta, DC, and Houston. Is that right?
Yep.
I think so. It's officially a women's pair.
It's officially a women's
I
pair.
said that a
Yeah, I
couple
know.
months ago.
Jermaine did. Jermaine, when we
Right.
first brought this up, Jermaine was saying women's pair. We were all kind of like it looks like it, but we weren't ready to jump. Jermaine was all in, and now it is. The biggest and I guess coolest thing about this is the launch procedure. I was concerned when I saw these. It was like, this is going to be another trophy room, isn't it? This is going to be a shoe that comes out but doesn't actually come out. But Meniere was saying that they have women in mind with the shoe, and they had their plan to get it to women first, and not let men just like cash in on this collab. So what are they going to do? How are they going to do this? So they just released their instructions. So we need to read through this, but basically what you can do is you can sign up for exclusive access. Like you go online and you book a time in one of the stores, and then you have to go and you have to prove that you're a woman. You have to bring your government ID, and you can go into the store and enter the raffle. So you have to like book online, then physically go into the store, enter the raffle, and then you have a chance to win. And this is running right now for 3 days. That's step one. That's phase one. So that's the drop. They have pairs reserved for each phase. And then the pairs will trickle over if they don't sell them all. But that's phase one. So that's letting women get in and get pairs first. Phase two is a regular online raffle. Everybody can enter. That's on like Sunday or something, Sunday, Monday. Anyone can enter. Then they pick winners for that. And then the third step is phase three, which is next Wednesday. And they're just going to release them first come, first serve on their website. And it sounds like they'll have some good bot protection. So this might be a good option for you. Might be similar to the unions is what I'm hearing, which were not too difficult, and depends on numbers. If there's like crazy numbers of these and only one shop gets them, or one boutique, it could be easy. It could be easy, not easy, but it could be attainable, let's say.
Right.
So what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about the process, the shoe, everything?
We already know a whole bunch of resellers are going to be begging their girlfriends to go into the store for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When an old girl walks
Or
in
like-
and asks for a size 13, then what?
Or a reseller might even stoop as low and be like, "What if I identify as a woman?"
Yeah.
You're going to see that. You're definitely going to see that. It's like, all right, you can enter.
Some
Throw
got
that-
their sleeves
throw that
big,
raffle
man.
out.
You're gonna start complaining and be like, "Why are you gonna do this?"
Yes. There's probably a lot of complaining. I haven't really been paying attention online, but but I'm sure there's a lot of complaining. What about the shoe?
It's like,
what about the
I
shoe
wonder
itself?
for women though. I wonder if like if a girl goes, they have to get their size.
I think that's part of it. That was part of the having to go physically into the store. Maybe they'll like
Cool.
make you step on a Brannick device and just like size you up.
Tell me you've worked retail without telling me you've worked retail.
Yeah, or maybe they'll have maybe they'll have like one of every size, and you can just like try it on, and they'll be like, "That's the one you're entering." I don't know.
I think that's dope. I think for a women's exclusive shoe, get as many pairs in the hands of women as you can. I think that's awesome. I mean, there's no perfect way to do it where pairs end up in, you can't get all the pairs to women, but yeah, I think that's pretty dope that they're doing that. And I think the shoe itself is pretty cool. I mean, it's very clean. I like the quilted inside. I think they did a good job on these. It's nothing crazy. I'm not scrambling to get a pair or anything like that, but it's a well done shoe.
Never underestimate the dastardliness of men, man. We will get these.
Yes.
I hate to say it. I hate to crush everybody's dreams, but like you're not going to see too many women with these. Hopefully all the women that really want it, like Eli said, do end up getting it. But like, if you're expecting to see a whole bunch of women with a whole bunch of Air Jordan 3s on release day, like I got some bad news.
I agree with Jermaine, but I think it's nice. At least they're trying, and at least hopefully they're like moving to some way where they can try more to do this. But yeah, I'm with Jermaine. I don't think it's not gonna be perfect. No way, no how.
Unfortunately.
And I don't even know what these go up to. Does anybody know what's the biggest?
I think they're extended. I'm pretty sure they're extended.
At least
if they really
12.
wanted women to have these, they wouldn't extend these. Like really wanted women to have them.
What about women that are bigger sizes?
Do you think that's a lot of like a big percentage of the women?
But they usually don't make as many in like the 11, 12. So
right, but if they have to decipher between extending and not extending, obviously it's a decision that they make.
That's true.
And they usually don't make it. So why don't we say, what about the bigger women for all of them?
True.
I'm going to say they're extended because James Whitner, who's like the guy that's, I guess, like the founder of the store or one of the founders, he has a pair. So I'm assuming that like they're going to make men's pairs for these.
Is he a big boy or what?
Yeah, man, he looks like a big dude. Like I'm just kind of looking through his Instagram right now. And he looks like a big guy. Looking at
you don't think they'll get the shop owner a sample though?
Yeah, you don't think they're just making one?
I mean, like of course, but you already know that they're gonna make men's pairs. It's like what Jermaine was saying. Like it's, guys are gonna get these pairs, and they know that they're gonna sell to us. Obviously, the best thing to do first is to sell to the women, which is a good thing. But at the end of the day, guys are gonna find a way to get these pairs and all that kind of stuff.
There's also some apparel that's supposed to come with this, and I haven't seen any pictures of that yet. I'd be interested to see what they do, because I imagine they could be pretty dope. They could do a good job with this stuff. Usually collab apparel usually runs well with Jordan stuff, in my opinion.
Does it specify being women's only apparel?
Yeah, it doesn't say. Mm-hmm. They also got preschool pairs of these, so there's going to be
for sure. It's going to be family. It's going to be family.
It's full family size room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looks like the raffle online opens tomorrow, which will be whatever Friday. Depends on when you're listening to this. Friday the 16th. I think it runs for 3 days, and then next Wednesday on the 21st, they're going to be doing the live drop. So if you're interested, hit those up. I think those are your only options. There's no other. I don't even think Sneakers is doing this. So
all you got. It's a good looking pair though.
There's nothing. Yeah. It's a nice pair. Yeah. All right. Up to our first real topic of the week. Let's go to the Nike stores and the Nike factory stores. And let's talk about Nike Refurbished. This is Nike's new concept. I guess what Eli said, he was kind of up to date with what this whole situation is. Why don't you jump in and give us a little backstory about what Nike Refurbished is?
So, with what I've been able to find out about Nike Refurbished so far, essentially it's a program they're going to have where, Adam, I think you kind of alluded to this earlier, in place of their standard kind of return policy, you're going to be able to purchase shoes and then within 6 months of buying them, return them to Nike. The part I'm a little unclear on is whether or not you get all of your money back if you return them, or if it'll be a percentage of your money back. I didn't see anything really explaining that. But essentially with those return pairs, rather than scrapping them or doing whatever Nike does with pairs that gets returned, they'll be going through this refurbished program. It looks like they're going to be kind of separating them into 3 categories: like new, gently worn, and cosmetically flawed. And based on that kind of ranking, they will be reselling them. So I think it's kind of a cool idea, obviously, to eliminate waste, which Nike has their move to zero. You can see on the boxes in the picture if you're watching. They also said that pairs that aren't up to snuff and can't be resold will be recycled and used in that grind material. We've seen Air Force Ones, I believe. They've done some Converse Chuck Taylors out of that material, which is pretty cool.
We got that here.
Yeah, so this is the grind, and then so that's pretty cool. So it's a move to sustainability, and as somebody who collects shoes to wear shoes, the idea of being able to walk into a store and maybe get a release that was hot a few months ago that somebody wore a couple times for an Instagram post and then returned to Nike at a little bit of a discounted price is kind of cool. So could make going to the outlets kind of fun again. If you got the refurbished wall, right?
Yeah.
Could be
my
some
Instagram
cool
about to
there.
be popping, guys. My Instagram gonna be lit.
Just buy everything and return it.
That's exactly it, man. That's Nike's major move here. I see here. They're just trying to get rid of. I think they're just trying to get rid naturally of all the consignment spots, essentially. And I think this is just one more step towards that. Under the guise of, move to zero, we care about the universe, we care about the earth, yada, yada, yada. Mainly, wink, wink, nod, nod. We're going to slowly stomp out everybody else. Even used pairs are going to come back to us, and we're going to resell those used pairs. It's the start of, essentially something that might, in the long run, end up helping the sneaker industry in a bunch of ways. I'll save a whole bunch of that for when we actually get into it, but I see you, Nike. I see you. I see what's going on here, and look for a whole bunch of other brands to follow suit right behind, man. This is definitely going to be the start of something that everybody's going to jump on once they can keep their money in-house, going out, and then coming right back to them and cutting out everybody else. So we'll see.
I wonder if Nike has already been doing this, and now they're just making it official.
Yeah.
Imagine all those pairs you would return at Foot Locker, Champs, or even Nike, and we had to take it back. After a certain amount of time, if there was a defect, we had to take it back, and then we would send it back. And what makes me think that they haven't been doing this already, and now they're just making it official because it's part of what the world wants, right? Sustainability is a thing that fashion is trying to go for now, and Nike's like, oh, okay, well, now we can sell these again and make it more official.
How often do you go to an outlet and you grab a pair off the hash wall and you're like, look at the sole, and you're like, this has been worn.
Yeah.
This has been worn. More than just trying it around the store.
Oh yeah.
That happens.
And
pretty often.
And you already know that Nike, if you have a popped air bubble and you send it into Nike, you already know they could fix that in 10 minutes. They have someone that could probably put it back together. They probably have extra soles, all air units, and all that kind of stuff.
No doubt.
So
this is definitely something that's been happening forever. I'm with you, Albert. Now they're officially just able to, brand it as, like Adam said, sustainability. And that's what everyone, says they care about. So we can make it look like that's what we care about. But really, we're just keeping all the money in house. It doesn't have
it's just another revenue stream for them.
For sure.
It's a brand new revenue stream. And here's the interesting thing that you wonder, is it going to be when you go to a pawn shop or whatever, or a consignment store where it's okay, bring these shoes back. You paid $100. We'll give you $60 cash, or you can get $80 to spend back at Nike.
Yeah.
Right. And if all the money, again, Jermaine's saying, stay in house, most people are going to take that option. And then you're not ever losing any money. It's just always just staying in the cycle. It's staying
Man,
in Nike's pocket.
I'm gonna love this for all my running shoes that I put all those kilometers in. This is gonna be perfect. I could
What
test
about-
out sneakers for season and then bring it in and like sell them back.
This is huge for you because, like, what about Carter? What about your kid?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
big too.
right.
Like, you
Like,
buy a
goes
shoe,
out-
it fits him now. 6 months later, you're like, maybe I need a size up. Bring it back. Get a new size, next size up in a different shoe.
Yeah,
Bam.
and you could hopefully get the same shoe again if you really like it.
Yeah, you might.
Right.
You might. So
Innovation. I think this is pretty brilliant on Nike's part.
it's win-win, but it's also there's stuff happening behind the scenes.
Big business. Never
they're
fool
making a
yourself.
lot
It's
of money.
Always big business.
Like,
Always.
I'm just
I
curious.
see this picture
Always.
and there's like a woman with like obsidian Jordan 1s in that box and she's buying these like mushroom 4s. It's like nobody's returning that. Like who's returning
Yo,
those?
I thought she was gonna be trading in her dunks.
Yeah, or like trading in your Syracuse dunks. Like that's not happening. None of that's happening. It's gonna be your like I don't even know whatever random running shoes they have now.
Look
Like
at the
if
wall.
someone
Look
brought
at
in
the
a
wall on her
beat
left and
pair,
right.
if someone
Yeah, like
someone
those.
brought in like a super beat pair of Travis Scott 4s, like would you be paying the resale price for it or the retail price?
Nobody's doing that. That's what I'm saying. Nobody. Why would anybody bring that in?
That's what I'm saying. Like if someone did though, is that what Nike gonna be like? Okay, well in the market it says it's about 1,500, but your pair is pretty beat. We can give you 300. Like
No, I think they're going off retail, and I think what like Eli was saying, I don't know what the numbers are. I don't know if they announced that, but like we talked about this before. Is cosmetically flawed the lowest grade?
I think so.
Because
Like just looking left or right there, like new, gently worn, cosmetically flawed.
I
Like I
agree.
said, to me, that's like paint chips, like creased up, dirty. Whereas obviously like new, gently
Yeah.
worn.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more.
I see
worn.
cosmetically
That's what I take
flawed,
from that.
like B grade. That's
It should
how
be
I
like
understood it.
it should be like VNDS and then VVNDS and then VVVNDS is what they should have done.
Honestly, I think they use that wide open language to keep it all on the same playing field. I don't think any of those are any like inherently
No,
better
yeah,
than the other.
exactly.
Yeah, none
They're all
of
the
them
same.
are better.
And
Yo,
that's
and
why
they
they use
probably
wide
ha-
open language like that.
Yeah.
They probably have these tiers to like pay you less. Like,
Yeah.
these these are cosmetically flawed. This is the lowest.
If it's a shoe they know they can sell again, yeah, we'll give you like new price. But if it's a shoe that they've already got 1,000 of and nobody's buying them, we'll give you cosmetically flawed price.
Yeah.
Right. All depends on the
Like they
Yeah.
probably
Really
won't
the
even do
condition.
your retail. They probably won't
Just
even
the
like
shoe.
if you paid $180 for a pair of shoes, you probably get like $40.
Yeah.
And then
It's
they'll
gonna be-
go back on the market.
This is
for
gonna be
like
like EB.
GameStop.
Yeah, GameStop. Oh, you're bringing back
So you're bringing a new
a
PS5.
Monarch? Are you bringing back an Air Monarch? We'll give you 50 cents.
Yeah.
A like new Air Monarch, 50 cents. Take it or leave it.
GameStop, you bring in a brand new PS5 and they're like, we can give you $20.
That's the best. That's the best
Best we
they
can
can do. Yeah. All right, let's move along from that. There's a couple new sneakers that we saw gracing the internets over the last little while. One being a new Nike Dunk SB that should be coming out maybe in the summer, but it's a new Parra. I guess the Parra 2. There was the Parra, what was that 2019? Was the first Parra drop?
Yep.
I think. This is the second one. We got a gum sole. We got a super vibrant, bright upper and kind of cream accents on it. What do you guys think about this dunk?
Fresh.
That's
Art
a
Deco
clean
stylings.
pair.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
fresh, man. That thing goes.
Mhm.
Jermaine,
can't
I could
beat
already
those
see you
colors.
with a chalk line jacket with this.
Oh man, I might have to make it happen. First pair of dunks ever.
Oh shit,
Sheesh.
ever.
That's it. He's out. Wow.
Ever.
Wow. Okay.
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not getting those. They do look fire though. They do look fire.
Yeah. Like we all talked, the first Parra was really dope. It was again super vibrant. The pattern was a little bit more basic than this, but still pretty nice. But personally, I think this kind of blows that one out of the water. Like the first
Yeah,
one was
I was
like,
gonna
this is
say.
amazing. And then this one's like, okay, that first one maybe wasn't as hot because they did
And
something a little bit more with
That
this.
gum sole works so perfect with this pair.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough,
It goes.
it's going to be a tough a tough launch, I think, to be able to get a pair of these. So
Kind of cool, the
Good luck.
modified swoosh on that too. They kind of shorten the swoosh. I don't know if you saw it doesn't go all the way back to the heel
Yeah.
tab.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that was kind
Super
of a
early
nice touch.
2000 style.
Yeah. So it's not a mini. It's not like a jewel swoosh,
No,
but it's just chopped right here at the last stitch before you come to the back. Yeah.
I think that's cool. Yeah, it definitely. We talked about it earlier, but it shouts Parra more than the first one does. Like you see that, and to me, that's Parra. Any of their clothing, all that, like that's Parra to me. So I think they did a good job on this.
Yeah, they're dope. They'll be out sometime 2021. Nobody knows yet. We'll keep you
We
abreast of
shouldn't even
the
put a
situation.
release. We don't even need release dates anymore with Nike. Just like
No doubt.
pulling-
Release date,
pulling everything out.
release mate. Like these are coming out this year.
Yeah,
Good luck.
Random Tuesday at Champs. See you there.
good luck. Yeah, random Tuesday drop at Champs. Next up, we got another dunk. The images just came out about this. It's not a dunk SB though. It is a dunk high EMB, which I think is standing for embossed. And this is the Lakers one. So we've got a dunk high with purple and yellow hits, and then like a Lakers logo Nike on the heel. I think Albert
Yeah,
needs to take a stab at this one first as the resident Lakers fan.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that Nike logo in the back. At first I was like, oh, these are cool, and then I looked at them again before we started recording this pod. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. It doesn't even look like it's straight.
Yeah. I mean, it's moving so fast. It can't be.
It's so quick. But like that tongue was pretty dope with
That's what I was saying.
the detail that they had on the tongue.
Is that that looks like the network that the Lakers used to play on, like the logo.
Yeah, right. They could have just put that like little logo on the side.
On the heel.
Yeah. It does look like the
Ooh.
network, hey Jermaine?
Does.
Yeah, I think
That's
it
fresh.
is.
What material is that toe box?
It looks like denim.
Yeah, it looks like a denim with and like no holes, just
Like an embossed denim.
yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, it
Yeah,
has to
it's-
be denim. Look at
it's
the
on the
back.
back
It is
too,
for sure
yeah.
denim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing some cool things with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I
You
just
got the
don't- I don't
logo on
like-
the insoles too.
I just don't like that back Nike. Like we already know they're Nike.
Kind
Why'd
of
you
gives
have to
me
put
like the big Nike highs. You remember
Exactly,
those? Where they have the
yeah,
fat
that's
Nike
ex-
across the back. Like
Yeah.
that's
That's
kind of what that
exactly
reminds me
Because
of.
of
what it-
this.
That's exactly what it makes me think about.
Why like so here's the question. Why didn't they just go full Lakers? Why didn't they just put Lakers on the back?
Right?
Like why are you making the
Or you
shoe
know how like
that's
you
a
know how they-
Lakers shoe and then you make it Nike? Like
So I think you'd have to break off Adam Silver with some of that bread.
you know how like how the
True,
Air Force
true.
Ones, the NBA ones had just the back tab, had that little like tag that said
Yeah, the little
on
NBA
it.
tag.
Yeah, but you could have just done that, and I think it would have been clean. See, I like it when I'm looking at the inside of it, like the inside.
like there.
Like if it,
Yeah.
yeah.
But when I look, it's like that stupid big Nike feel. That's exactly what I'm getting with this.
Yeah, it looks like a big Nike. Okay.
I am
like
50-50.
On the fence.
Throw-
on the fence.
Throw some white laces on that, and that's dope. That's clean.
Yeah. I'm not jumping after these, but Albert will do it for the team if he has to. He'll jump
Make
in
it
it.
happen, Albert. Make it happen. Laker girl.
Another sneaker that has had some new pictures come out this week. A shoe that has not been released for a long time, for 15 years. Now we're seeing it come back, maybe. Rumors and rumors and rumors and rumors. We are on the Air Jordan 4 Lightning. There were rumors about this. We talked about it, I think last year sometime. We talked about the rumors that came out, and we talked about how there have been rumors like every 2 or 3 years. There's like a solidified rumor that these are coming back, and we've seen sample pairs and we've seen people wearing them, and it's like, okay, these are finally coming back. This year, they're like, no, they're actually coming back. And then now we're seeing official Nike pictures.
And we still don't believe
Is that it? Is this it?
Like, are we like? Could they just be pictures of the old ones and just say like official Nike?
Yeah, they just found an old pair lying around in the stocker and they took some pictures.
Yeah, or they probably had a pair that was falling apart and did the whole refurbished thing on it, and then
Yeah,
like it's a new pair.
Did the original Lightning 4 have a gray sole and gray wings like that, or was it black?
I thought it was gray.
I thought it was great too.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I've never seen a pair in person that I can think of. But it just looks different to me. It almost looks like a flipped cool gray 4 in these, but
I think that's what the original looked like.
Yeah, I thought they were gray.
Now we're all like
trying to pull out the
questioning
OGs.
ourselves.
I've never had. I've seen a few pairs, but I've never like had one.
Jermaine, do you got a pair?
maybe
I
it's
don't.
just because of
I
the
don't.
age. It looks like
they're
it's
gray.
black, but
It's gray.
it's gray on the wings for sure. Oh yeah, it's gray.
It's gray on the wings. I think the sole is also gray. It's
The
hard to
picture
tell.
Online, yeah, it does look a little darker, but it's gray. Sorry for that
Well,
tangent,
I'm
everyone.
not gonna
That's okay.
celebrate.
No,
That's
that's
okay.
why we're here for
Yeah,
questions
we're
like
here
that.
to inspect.
I'm not gonna celebrate this pair until we're in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it shows up
when
on
you
the
get him a
Foot Locker.
chance, but
Yeah, random Tuesday shows up on the Foot
Yeah.
Locker app. Like,
You know,
So
how I
he-
think they might be coming out is because now on eBay there's like 4 pairs of samples that have been made over the last like 10 years that are on eBay. So it's like, oh, people are actually believing. these
People
ones
know.
now.
Yeah, now they got to cash in before they come out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that throws me off. This is apparently an official picture of the box. It looks so fake. It looks like the shape looks weird to me.
Does
So
it?
like
Does
the
that
box
happen?
top looks weird.
yo,
I mean,
it for sure was a box that was photoshopped.
This is just a render.
Right,
Like
yeah,
this isn't the real box.
Yeah.
It's just a render,
Yeah.
but it's like, why even include this? Like, why not? I don't know. I just find it weird.
Because they want to hype us up with the box, man.
I guess.
what if, and hear me out, this shoe only drops as an NFT, and that's like your packaging for it.
That's it. Oh shit. See,
220 US
the
for an
video
NFT,
is
like-
just like this box and then it opens and the shoe comes
Yeah, it
out.
spins around with that same Top Shop music playing. And
Oh
then,
my god.
People
Yo,
are
you know
happy as
what?
hell.
Watch that actually happen now when we all just got suckered into
Yeah.
thinking they're just gonna be like, yeah, we fulfilled our fucking release,
Coming
you
out,
guys.
it's coming
There
out.
you go.
You guys
So-
are happy. People will be happy.
Yeah, people would be happy.
For sure.
If-
They'd
Yo,
be
you already
disappointed if there's a
know,
pair of
like-
shoes in there.
It'll probably sell for what, 220 for like crypto or just in like USD, and then
Yep.
next thing you know, it'll be up for like $11,000.
Sell them on
The market.
StockX. If these do come out, if these are, you're looking at August 6th, you go to Foot Locker and they're like, yeah, we have them in the back. You want to see them, and they show them to you, and they're like, they're coming out tomorrow. Are you wanting these?
Yes.
You gonna grab them?
God, yeah, man. There's too many times going back and forth wanting these over the last decade and a half.
Mhm.
To like for like, man, Adam, you know, Albert, you know, Eli, you know too. You're younger, you know. But these have been teased for so long. We all wanted these so much back in 06, man. We wanted them so bad. I wanted these more than the Thunders. I'm sure most people did.
Yeah.
And now the Thunders came out almost 10 years ago, which is crazy. To
Mhm.
Dang, yeah.
finally have these come out, man. I gotta move on these for sure.
Man, you already know some of these are gonna be wearing the Thunder and the Lightnings, or the Toro 4s and these. You're gonna,
No.
yeah, they're gonna do
No.
it. You know, someone's gonna do it. Someone's gonna do
I can
it.
see a
ketchup and
Thunder and
mustard
Lightning.
looking.
Thunder and
Yeah,
Lightning.
yeah,
That was such
ketchup
a flex
mustard.
in 06. That was such a flex in 06. One
Yeah.
Thunder, one Lightning. Now,
Yeah.
Ketchup,
I don't know
ketchup
about
and
all that.
mustard.
I don't think that's
Have a-
going to happen because anybody who's been around long enough to have a pair of Thunders, they're not doing that.
Yeah,
The
they're
guys
not
who
doing
would do that, they don't have a pair of Thunders. So
So that brings up the next question: Are
Don't
Thunders
tempt me.
are Thunders ready to come out? Are Thunders ready to come out again? You think this is gonna spark a Thunder retro?
2022.
I'd hope not,
Probably.
but
Maybe.
Probably. It's all
Maybe.
gonna come out
Lightning
over
comes
again.
before
Alright.
Thunder,
Yeah.
right?
In-
It's science.
Lightning comes before Thunder.
They might just shock drop it and just do a thunder like 2 weeks later.
Do the leftovers that they have.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm with Jermaine on this. If this does come to light in the situation I just laid out where I actually know it's coming, I'm going to be after a pair. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is a big check off the list.
I'm not gonna hype myself up until August.
Yeah, just leave it.
Right? I'm feeling it right now, and I'm like, dog, don't do this to yourself again.
Yeah.
I've been here before.
Yeah.
It was just like the Raging Bulls. The Raging Bulls were like that for me a couple of years ago when they said they were gonna come out, and then they didn't. And then when they did come out, it was only in Europe or wherever it was.
Now 2021, you get Raging Bulls and Lightning, both of them.
Should I wear one of each? Ooh.
Please do not ever do that. Never do that. Never even bring that up.
Sneaker swap.
In fact, you should probably just leave the podcast right now. Leave the show right now. Now, this show we're going to be doing the Jordan 8. Not a ton of colorways. So we got a few stories to get in before we do the Jordan 8. We got one more story to hit on before we get to our main topic of the week. And that story is Nike. This is something that Nike's been talking about for a while. Nike doesn't want to go to retailers anymore, and they want to go basically direct to customer just through their Nike stores, through online. And what has happened in the last couple of weeks, Nike drops Designer Shoe Warehouse, Urban Outfitters, and Macy's as official distributors of Nike products. This isn't their like hype stuff. Like Macy's isn't getting any hype sneakers. Designer Shoe Warehouse is not getting any hype sneakers. They're getting like big Nikes and
what are you talking about?
Whatever
Monarchs
the hell.
in different colors,
Monarchs.
bro.
But this is like bread and butter Nike shoes, right? This is like
that's
the stuff that your average person buys, not your sneakerhead. But this is huge that they're dropping them. Like this is sending a big message, I think, to retailers around the world. What do you guys think about them dropping these major retailers, even if it's not for hype product?
I mean, it doesn't really affect my purchasing. You know, if I wanted to get Nikes, I either go to Nikes or the Nike store or Champs or Foot Locker. I mean, it's a big hit for these guys because again, this is probably making a lot of the money for these companies, but for someone like for me speaking, if I wanted a running shoe, like you can go anywhere to get a running shoe, right? If I wanted a Nike running shoe, you can go to either any sports store or you can go to the Bay, you know, all these places. But taking some of these stores down.
You don't think the Bay is on the chopping block with these ones?
Well, even if it is on a chopping block, it's not going to affect again my spending power because I can just go to Nike and get what I need.
For sure.
And that's what they're doing.
That's the biggest part of the market though, is like things like butanes and monarchs and the like that. That's right. Going way back on that one. Even the Kohan stuff. That stuff is so like dominant of Nike's annual revenue. That stuff is most of their revenue. So the fact that they're going direct from that, man, that's going to keep so much more of their money, and as opposed to giving it out to third parties like DSW, you know, like Barney's, like Nordstrom's, like all these places, all getting cut out, man. So honestly, I think it's a pretty monumental move that we're not really going to see the effects of until later down the years when these companies are begging for anybody to keep it in, and a whole bunch of other companies will start to do the same thing.
So do you think they're going to lose out on the everyday consumer though? Like obviously anybody in this chat and most of the people listening, we're pretty brand loyal, or we know what we're looking for, right? So no, we're not your average consumer who goes to the mall and grabs something in my size and tries it on and feels comfy and leaves. So if I'm just an average consumer shopping at Macy's, now Nike's not there. Am I going to know to go looking for Nikes at Nike, or am I?
Or do you just buy the next
I'll
thing?
take my sneakers or whatever.
I think it'd be better because now you actually have experts telling you about what's the perfect shoe for you. Regardless if it was Nike, this could be Adidas, this could be Reeboks. Like if you're looking for a running shoe, like you should be, or like even if you're just looking for a casual shoe, but say you have like a 4E wide foot, this and that. Like a lot of these people that are selling at stores like that don't really care, or they don't know. It's just like, yeah, we have this shoe. Like you can try this on.
again, the clientele, I feel like if I'm shopping for shoes in a Macy's, I'm not overly concerned about what I'm leaving with, right? I'm there because I need a pair of shoes, and if it ties up and it fits my feet, I'm leaving with it. I'm not overly concerned about tech, things like that.
Not
So,
if you bought
definitely
three
it's
pairs
more
of
money.
Monarchs in a row.
That's true. That's true.
If you bought if your
So-
last 3 pairs were all Monarchs, you're gonna go find those Monarchs. You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll take the New Balance instead.
You don't think you'll
Yeah,
take
like
a
you-
624? That's a.
They might.
I know.
They might.
They might.
I'm understanding Eli here. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of people will go and they'll just be like, okay, what's close enough to the shoe that I like, and they'll buy that. But I think what Nike is really banking on is they think that they have this like symbol. They are this brand in the market that everybody knows about. And people are coming looking for that. And it's obvious that that is true, but they think that they've done that enough, even with just regular customers. And they do that enough with their online presence that people can just do that. They can just switch. And it's like, oh, you can't get it there. I'll just go online. Or I think what they're kind of banking on is like, they closed. I think they closed a lot of Nike towns. There's not a lot of like official Nike stores in the States anymore, but they have a lot of factory stores. Right. And so what they're saying is like, you can just buy it online. You can always bring it to a factory store and return it. You can. There's still always that one physical location you can go to do that. And I think it could hurt them short term with like what Eli's talking about, but I think it's like a bigger picture move.
Well, and I was just kind of trying to play devil's advocate because obviously if Nike's doing it, it's not on a whim. They've thought about it. They've ran the numbers. And they're keeping more of that money in house, right? They're not selling it at cost to a supplier. They're keeping 100% of that. Even if it does go to a factory store, they're getting more out of that shoe. I'm just like, I was playing devil's advocate a little bit. And just
they're cutting out the middleman. What's interesting here too is like, what does this mean for places like Foot Locker, Champs, Finish Line, Sport Check? Could that be the next thing to cut out? Like if your Foot Locker store didn't have Nike product, would they still survive? Like House of Hoops would no longer exist.
I think I would like it because if I'm going to enter a raffle for a pair of shoes, it's just one direct raffle. I don't have to do like 100 of them. You know, I don't have to wake up at like 4 a.m. for one and then 6 a.m. for another one and then 8 a.m. for another. I would rather just have everything direct with one. So for me, like if they were to take it out, like.
But you're also talking killing mom and pop shops. You're also killing the opportunity for a come up on like a place that had pairs that aren't moving and they want to give a deal. If Nike has all the pairs, they set the prices. Yeah. Right. They're never gonna put shit on sale. You know, they'll just hold on to it forever.
I think mom and pop will just have to morph their way. I don't think they'll die. Yeah. They'll just have to morph their way. So like mom and pops have like shown the resiliency to go through all kind of droughts when it comes to materials and tariffs and all like that. I'm sure they'll survive. They'll definitely survive. They'll find a way. And just going back to your point in regards to like Champs, Foot Locker, Finish Line, stores like that, they're definitely last on the list, but like I definitely think they're in the target. And a lot of this is going to ride on how this ends up working with these big box stores that are out now. I think like Nike's going to take a good look and how fast it's going to take them to get their money back. And then like next, if they're, not even exceeding their targets, but even meeting them, even if they're making the same amount of money they were while selling pairs out of those shoes, like the target then moves to Foot Locker. And it's like, look, you guys, like we have this deal with you, House of Hoops, through whatever year, but like as soon as that runs up, like it's over.
I don't know exactly, but I think wholesale price is usually what, like 50%. It's like the markup is usually not crazy. So if you're Nike and you sell $500,000 worth of stock every year to, let's say 500,000 pairs to DSW, now you only need to sell half that to the general public, direct to customer, to cover the same cost. So if you're selling half the product, you're still in the green, in the red, don't even have to make in the black, which is the one black. In the black is good. But yeah, so it's a really interesting move, and I think the Locker Champs should be kind of afraid. I think they need to do something.
Yeah,
especially the Champs Canada, they got to do something. Get these damn releases onto people's feet.
You better show up
Jesus.
every Tuesday.
Jesus.
It's going down.
Jesus.
Every fucking day is a release because
Yeah, sometimes
you just gotta call the store at open, or you just gotta be there every day at opening. What's coming out?
That's crazy.
Like, why would is that just like killing champs? Like that kind of stuff would be like, I'm not going there. And especially with the pandemic, people don't want to go to these stores.
But see, this is what could be the reason why Nike's already thinking ahead.
Mhm. Like even
this
Foot Locker,
pandemic-
even I've said this before, Foot Locker online, sure, sneakerheads aren't their number one customer by like no stretch, just the average person. But when your website is a big portion of your sales, and every Saturday morning it just crashes, and not just like me trying to buy my Raging Bulls, the entire website is like unusable for like 2 to 3 hours. If you're average Joe and you're like, oh, I'm going to go buy this shoe at footlocker.ca, and you click on it and it's like crashed. Like, how could that store crash? You're just going to go, okay, I'll go to Nike. Maybe I'll go to Nike.ca, where they did everything on the sneakers app and their website's still running. And you just buy it there. Like
Right.
They need to fix these things if they want to stick around, I think,
Yeah,
in the like web space.
I
think
agree.
it opens up like a larger topic too. You could really dive down the rabbit hole of a discussion like, is this the beginning of the end of retail? And I think you've seen like malls are hurting a lot, obviously, over the last few years. I think we all put in times in malls, and from when we started to when I left the mall, I could see a big change, and retail decline, shops closing, and you go into the malls nowadays, and obviously COVID, tough times hit, but half the stores are empty. Is that part of a bigger discussion that in-person shopping is just going by the wayside and everything's moving to online? I think there'll always be an in-person component, but it's
I mean, yeah.
you could really go down
gotta-
the rabbit hole, I think, with this.
Mhm.
You really
Yeah.
got to sell an experience for your store to really be upfront. That's the thing. Is like,
You get that
The
from the Intersport
experience.
manual?
what is that? What you
You
got?
get, that was in the training manual, man. They had
That
an
was
owner
when I-
actually
when I worked-
drilled that
failed
into
at
people.
that.
Sell the experience.
Man, that was when I was working for the Aldo company. That was one of the things
Yeah.
that we had to do is sell the experience, and I think that's the reason why I did so well at working at Champs.
I don't think that's going to matter as much in the future. Like
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
the dads of tomorrow, Monarch wearing dads of tomorrow that are being born right now, so like 50, 40 years from now, they won't give a fuck about experience. Like buying stuff to them will all just be about clicking something and having it show up at your door. They're not
Yeah.
going to really care about
Cheaper
it.
and faster. That's all that
Exactly.
matters.
And the people who did have those experiences, like person to person buying and stuff like that, like we're all going to be dead and dying off. So that idea is true. It's true. It's not going to matter as much. So
Yeah.
the long term, like 50, 60, 70 years down the road, like Nike, I think Nike's got it in the bag.
And
yeah,
that's the thing. It's a big shift. It's direct to consumer. It's on your doorstep, right? It's going to be click the box and your Nike drone shows up, and
Yep.
yeah, it'll be
Throws the shoes on your feet and laces them up itself.
It's got a key to
That's
your
just
house, and
Yeah.
Right? Waiting for you when you get back from work.
Yeah.
It's just
Cool.
sitting there, untied the shoes, waiting for you to slip in.
Yeah. Well, let's
got the check,
put a
Nike, you heard it here first.
let's put a pin in this conversation for now, because I think we could have a whole topic on this in a couple weeks. So maybe we'll think this over, get Hara on the chat, and we'll talk about the death of brick and mortar, the death of retail. What's going to happen?
That's a
Oh,
new
yes.
title, The Death of Retail.
Death of retail. That's another podcast. We could do a whole podcast on that.
Oh yeah.
A whole new show. Well, it's probably about that time to jump into our big topic of the week. We did the Jordan 7 last week. Lots of stories, lots of colorways that we went through. So go back and check that one out. Check out all the other Jordan podcasts that we've done. We've done every number up until today, which is the Jordan 8. So let's head over to 1993 and start going through the Jordan 8 history. So 1993 hits. Jordan's coming off 2 championships.
Mhm.
And the Air Jordan 8 comes out,
And a gold medal.
and a gold medal and an Olympic gold medal. The Jordan 8 comes out in, they're calling this the Bugs Bunny. I don't think this was referred to as that.
Not till recently. Yeah.
Yeah,
Till,
not in
yeah.
1993.
No,
This was not called the Bugs Bunny, but a white and red Jordan 8 with that felt logo on the tongue.
To represent the peace sign. If you're going to talk about the H, you got to talk about the era, man. 92, 93 was a very tumultuous time. So, like, when the 8s came out, man, Nike was definitely trying to make a statement behind that and the Nike Air Raid together with a whole, like, promo push that included unity through basketball, essentially. Spike Lee was a huge part of that as well. And this is Air Jordan's offering, man, and this thing is beautiful in that sense.
Yeah, unity piece. Again, takes hits from the Air Raid. Many cues from the Air Raid, the double straps, the logo. But what's this? This is a really clean shoe. It got rid of the sock liner from the 7s, but still has a really plush interior.
It does. It does have a sock
kind of like the tongue?
as a little one, just on the heel.
Yeah, just goes to the midfoot. Like, goes to the midfoot,
but not quite like the 7s.
Definitely not. Stability is the name of the game here, man, with these things.
So we got I'm not going to call them that. I'm going to call them white and red. I'm not calling them the Bugs Bunny. Then we got the Aquas. These came out for the All-Star game.
Beautiful pair. Beautiful.
This was the All-Star game pair. And I remember Aqua Berries, Aqua Tone, and Bright Concord. I can't remember who I heard the interview with. It was like Barkley or somebody. And it was like, back in those days, you didn't have the internet. You didn't know what sneakers. So like these guys were even waiting in the locker rooms before the All-Star game, waiting for Michael to come in to see what shoe he's going to be wearing. Like that's the kind of level that the Air Jordan shoe was at this time.
Crazy, man.
What a golden time. What a golden time.
No doubt. It's so easy to see how Jordan just took over the entire mainstream popular culture in every sense. Yeah. But that's how you're waiting to see the new Air Jordan is when Money walks in with them on his feet, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Even like friends of Michael don't even get to see them till that point.
Or until Ahmad Rashad starts talking about it and goes, these are the new pairs.
Yeah. So is this, I know arguably, but is this the Jordan 8 color?
Yes. For me.
The Aqua 8.
I can't.
I'm actually between this and the playoffs.
That's what I was saying. I can't put these over the
playoffs.
I can't do it. I'm
gonna go with the Aquas. The Aquas for me.
I'm thinking Aquas are the one. They're the one that does it. But let's go to the next one, the playoffs, or as Jermaine said, the Del Sol, for the interior, brightly colored interior. So the playoffs are all black upper, with the true red hits, and I think these had Concord. It's not officially Concord on the colorway, but I think it's a bright Concord.
Yep, bright Concord
on the sole. Yeah. And then Del Sol interior.
The Aquas in the playoffs keep going up and down.
It's hard.
It just bounce. Yeah,
it's hard.
They're both very iconic.
Yeah,
no doubt. But these, man, Mike putting in work. Come on now, on the way to that third title, right before his last retirement. Rest in peace, Mr. Jordan. After losing his dad, these are special, man. Mm-hmm. These playoff joints are special for so many reasons. Taking nothing away from the Concord pair, but these are crazy.
They're still there. So we jump ahead 10 years again. No retros until 2003. The first retro of these shoes. We got the white and red pair, comes out in 2003. And then we've also got a new colorway, a chrome, black and chrome.
Here it is. These are the first Jordan 8s I remember seeing in person. Finally getting to take the crazy picture off the retro cards and putting them on a real pair. Seeing them in person was because on the retro cards, man, these things were wild. Just looking at them, I can't be the only one who thought this.
Yeah, when you were looking at the retro card, it was that little. It was that little thumbnail. That
Which one? Was it the playoff? Was it the playoff on the retro card?
It was the white pair.
Is the white one?
The
white and red. We're calling it white and red.
Bugs. Yeah.
White and red. White and red.
You guys got me on that.
Yeah. So we've got the chrome, and then we got a low colorway coming out. We got two low colorways. We got the another chrome, white and chrome, So
I feel like I had these.
You did.
These
I still do.
These floated around, like you could get pairs of these really easily for a long time, and they always
Yeah.
get beat up, and you could find them. And then there was a playoff low for the Del Sol. This is where the Del Sol comes into the colorway.
Oh,
Yeah, I think this was still around at Foot Locker when I started. I didn't start until early 04, but I think these were still sitting on the shelves when I got in.
8 sat for a lot of the releases, right?
They
From
did.
what I remember, 8 sat.
Until 07. 07.
Yo, but how did you rock your 8s though? That's the question. How'd you rock them? Did you have them
Straps up.
Straps or straps up?
Strapped down.
Strapped up. I'm not doing no clicking, no clacking out here in the streets.
Yeah.
No.
With the like flapping around.
Look crazy.
Never. I know Albert's gonna say he did the opposite.
Yeah,
You let them flap out. You unfold them and you just let them hang.
I just let them hang. No, it just depended how I felt. Like if I just slipped them on, then I would just leave them. But if I was like gonna go for a run, if I knew I was gonna do something with them, then I'd strap them up.
Here's a better question: did you lace them up? Did you? Because you don't need to lace them up.
I never laced them up.
You just strap them up and you're good. You're locked in.
Even when I didn't strap them up, I didn't lace them up.
I never like undo the laces. Really, I just lace them kind of loose and then I just do the straps.
So you can slip in right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slip in, strap up, and I just open the straps just so they're out. Like you don't take them all the way off the Velcro.
Yeah.
So you just like they're out a little bit so you can get your foot in, and then you just zip them tight and then lap them down.
I like took off the Velcro off of one of my 8s the other day for the first time since 08. Like I've never done it until then. It's crazy, man, to see the outline of like this perfectly white Velcro and to see like the yellow Velcro going on. I'm like, man, never once did I open them up until recently.
And now was it so hard to get it back through? Weave it through that plastic piece?
I didn't have to take I didn't take them all the way out.
Oh, okay.
I just undid the Velcro. So literally just the Velcro part. So it's crazy to see the discoloration. It's wild.
Crazy.
Those are like my Yeezys. I've still never unstrapped the Velcro part.
Crazy. All right, so we jump ahead to 2007 and we get the Aqua Retro. This was my first 8.
Not my first, but it was my first new one from the store. Working at Foot Locker. Man, the entire staff bought these out. This was one of those. This was one of those, man.
But there were a lot of pairs. They were easy to get. Everyone can get them, and everyone did get them.
Oh yeah. This is everyone grabbed people who didn't even know Jordans was.
That was back then before there was that 20% rule.
Yeah, just everybody could get discount on them.
Yep, get as much as you want. Sure.
Yeah, and they had enough pairs to go around.
They did.
We're not doing women's, but there was also a women's Aqua that came out that year. Chris Paul.
Extended sizes too.
Yeah, they did come extended sizes, so you could get them.
Goodfoot had these. I'm pretty sure Goodfoot had the extended on those.
They did. I saw them in a few Foot Lockers in the States, I remember, around that time.
Ooh, I see Peapod.
And then we got into the LS era in 2007. Beautiful. So you got 2 LS pairs coming out. The Peapod, which is like all midnight navy with orange blaze and that Peapod pea green on it. All suede upper. And not yet. We'll get to the other LS one later. But yeah, so this was again didn't come out in Canada. All the LS stuff went right past us. But dope pair. Did anybody track down a pair of these over the years?
Sure did.
I think Lex had a pair when I worked there.
Mm-hmm. I had a pair for a bit and it got really beat up. I crushed them too much.
Yeah, that happens quick. Shouts. I got my pair at Foot Patrol. I was rest in peace to Foot Patrol.
Foot Patrol.
Downtown Miami. Yeah, man. Yeah, downtown Miami. Back in the day. Got them. Brand new. I'll never forget. And them joints were already cracked on the midsole. In mine, they're like 2 years old at this point, maybe a year and a half. And it was just the paint, so they're fine. But like brand new out of the box. So like
they were cracked already?
Yeah, they cracked. They cracked
this is one of those, fast. This is one of those. Adam, you know. Yeah,
they cracked so fast. So fast.
Oh yeah. But luckily the phylon underneath that paint was orange. So shouts to Jordan for that. So it's not like super visible. because
Yeah,
the rubber was the same color, but
they
still.
probably knew.
Oh yeah. So dope pair though, nonetheless, despite the bad craftsmanship.
Next up, we got. I don't know. I don't remember ever calling these the Bobcats.
No,
Was this because
But
the Bobcats came, like the team?
Yeah,
like,
the Charlotte.
Bobcats were.
But these were always just called the orange blaze to me. White orange blaze, silvers, stealth. Another dope pair. I had a pair of these that I crushed. I wore them a lot too.
Oh yeah. This is the first pair with 3M on the thing too, man. These things hit when the light came on. The whole back 3M. These things are crazy.
This is the only pair of 8s I have ever purchased, and they weren't my size. I found them at a farmer's market. They were like a size 5 women's, and I bought them and gave them to my mom, and she still has them as far as I'm aware.
Man,
so,
fresh.
Yeah. Every once in a while, she busts out. Orange is her favorite color, so every once in a while, she busts these out. And,
Dope.
It was that pair was the first pair of Jordans I ever painted too. I did like a continuation of the pattern from that heel counter.
Oh yeah.
Pulled that up over the straps. So I didn't do a great job. Like I said, this was early in the painting days, but
yeah.
The idea is
that was the only pair of Jordans 8s I've ever bought. So
a nice color. Then we got a women's color.
Yo, I love this ice blue.
This is the ice blue. So it's basically that same orange blaze, but the whole upper is like a really like a pastel blue. Pretty clean. These might have come to Edmonton. I want to say they went to West Ed, but I don't think they came anywhere in Calgary.
Good looking pair, man. I've never seen a pair of these in person. I can't tell if those soles are clear or not, or if it's just a nice blue sole.
I don't think they're clear. Yeah, I think it's just that blue.
That same kind of powder.
Blue sole. And then we got the other LS pair, the anthracite and dark orange. So this one's like an all white upper with, instead of orange blaze, it's got a darker orange hits. And then the pods are all basically black. This is a dope LS one. Same story with those Midnight Navy ones. I got a pair of these off eBay. They were pretty beat. They were pretty cheap. I wore them a lot, and then they were really beat. And it's time to go.
And then you sold them for double for what you got them for.
No, didn't. Did not.
I remember seeing those at Goodfoot, and they came along with all that crazy gear. The gear was unbelievable.
You
remember that Say No to Fake shirt?
Adam,
yeah. Albert, you remember that shit too? Yeah.
Fuck.
The Say No to Fakes, like heavy
man.
tee.
Yeah.
That Say No to Fakes tee inspired my first Nike IDs where it says No to Fakes on the heel.
Perfect.
That's dope.
So that's it for the LS Jordan 8s. Still in 2007. Was this the first Christmas shoe when they started doing Christmas shoes? I don't know.
Oh man, I don't even know.
I remember this one being a huge Christmas shoe, and I don't remember any before that. But the playoff comes back 2007 Christmas time. So many dope Jordan 8s in 2007, and this one was just the capstone to the year.
Yeah, almost. They did them wrong. They didn't do them right, but hey, I don't want to nitpick, man. That heel tab is not the right color. Not the right color. Give me the red heel tab.
But you still bought them.
I didn't.
You didn't buy them?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I bought them.
That was actually a point. I was still sitting on the low pair from 03 with the right color heel tab. So I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. But man, come on now. What's to be said though? They're still fire.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure if I fell into a pair for cheap, I would have snatched them up.
Yes. Sure. Yes. On to the next one. I guess we had another one, still 2007. These women's low cinder. So they're like a dark cinder, all brown, and then champagne and sail. Is champagne the pink?
Yes.
That's wrong, but they obviously changed that in further years. But it's like a black, brown, and pink pair. This is like a Travis Scott. This is like before Travis Scott. No, Lex had a pair in like a size 13 women's, and it was so beat up, and he could never sell it. And every time I would go in there, he's like, "These will fit you." And I was like, just give him to me. And he would never give him to me. So
I feel like I had that pair, or I had a pair of these. But I don't remember if I got them from you or
you think if you had them today, if you had them in dead stock today, they'd be worth a lot of money. All the Travis
Probably.
Scott kids would be
I just have to wait for Travis Scott to put them on. And then they'd all like unstrap them and everything. So when they jump up and down,
oh, man. Of course they would. Of course they would. Then in 2008, we've got, did these ones actually, I think these released. We're talking the Ray Allen with the Sugar Ray, and I know the Q Rich ones did for sure. But they both released, same day. So they would have both released at House of Hoops, the original House of Hoops, when there was only, I think, one in Harlem, New York. Before they were in store, it was just a house. It was a standalone Foot Locker on 100 and what's Trevor Street? That is the main Harlem drag. Is the House of Hoops store 125th?
I think it's 125th.
Sure, that sounds right. Yeah, so they released super limited numbers. I think there were like 50 pairs at the store, like really little.
Oh shit!
Really small numbers, really hard. And I don't know if both of the guys were there for this launch. It was like a really weird, like it was like hyper strike at this point. I remember this happening. But this and the Q Rich pair, which is like, so the black and green,
crazy.
Yeah, the black and green for the Ray Allen and the white, orange, and blue for the Q Rich pair.
In my opinion, the Q Rich pair trumps the Ray Allen pair.
I would argue that. I like the black and green over the blue and orange, but they're both sick.
Like this is real. This is PEs coming out for regular people. This like had never happened before this.
There's a size 10.5 in the Ray Allens on StockX for the low price of $11,492.
There you go. So go for it. If you have funds, jump on it. So two dope pairs.
Very dope.
Crazy situation how they came out. Like nobody had a chance to get these, but still cool. Then in 2008, we got the countdown pack. We're not calling it the Bugs Bunny, the white and red. The white and red comes out with the Jordan 15. It came out in November, so I think people were a little fatigued by countdown packs, like paying $400 every month for two pairs of shoes.
They were fatigued by this pack.
I also felt like this.
Casual's not picking this pack up whatsoever.
No, and casual people aren't picking it up. So these sat, and the 15s were a new color, and people were definitely not digging it. I got a pair of these, I think, on Boxing Day for cheap, for like 50% off and then 50% off or something like that.
God damn.
Pack or the 8s?
The pack. I got the 15 and the 8s. I think I split it with someone then. But again, it's countdown pack quality is not there.
Right.
No.
Quality wasn't there.
8s, but I saw these 8s on some of my close friends. A bunch of my, it seems like just about all my friends got this pack. I didn't get it, but I remember looking at the 8s and just being like, ooh.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Yeah.
And you know what sucked about this pair, like every like Bugs Bunny pair, is when you get that toe scuff, it just looks like shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was like leather,
on the bumper,
like
on the toe cap. Yeah.
Yeah, like on the toe cap, it just looks so shitty after a while.
Yeah.
There were so many pairs I restored that had like so many scuffs on them from just people casually wearing them.
You can't clean it. You can't do anything to it. You gotta do crazy stuff. Then the next retro, they bring back the same one 5 years later. They did a better job of this one, I think. Mm-hmm. Better quality.
I think this was when I started. I didn't pick the 8s up, but my dad picked up, I think, every 8 in this year. Pretty sure he did.
He's big into it.
I was in Hong Kong when these dropped, and they were everywhere, like every single shop, and they're like equivalent of like a Foot Locker. The entire back wall was like pairs of these from like baby all the way up to men's sizes, and then all the like merch that went with it, all the clothing, but like
the socks,
every single shop.
This is back when a GR was a GR.
Yeah,
like a GR was like everywhere, and you see them like you said, the whole family size. You see the gear, you see everything. Now you don't get that anymore.
No,
you don't
definitely
get that.
not. General release is just an idea.
Then we got a new colorway, the Suns one. Eli, you grab these? I know you're a Suns
I've never
fan.
owned a pair of 8s. This is
man.
one pair that has been elusive. I don't know. Like you said, Suns fan. I've always wanted to like bust these out at a Suns game. So every time I've gone to Phoenix, like the couple months leading up, I kind of go on the hunt for these. And every once in a while, I'll find a pair, but never for a price I feel like paying for it. You know, it's always like $300. It's like, that's too much, man. You're never gonna sell these. Nobody wants these. Like, maybe $100 for them, like $80 for them. Like,
I didn't want them then. It's
but,
crazy to hear you say they're elusive. Like I couldn't escape. I couldn't escape. Maybe now.
Yeah,
but like back then, I couldn't escape these things.
Over the last couple of years, yeah,
I couldn't escape.
But yeah, this is like really the only pair of 8s that I've ever really like looked for. But it's only been over the past maybe 5-6 years, and never found a pair for a price that I want to pay.
Maybe you'll
size
stumble.
10. I would love to give you $80 for your.
That's right. There we go.
There you go. Also in 2013, we've got the playoff coming back. Another iteration of it. Very similar to the 07 one, I think.
Still incorrect. Yep.
Yeah. It's still the same.
Yep.
Then in 2014, we get its entry into the Dornbecker collection. I am so mad I don't have these shoes anymore.
What? I thought you did.
Oh,
don't.
Oh,
What?
Adam, story
You never
time.
heard my story. Okay, so
Oh my
the
God.
story about how I got them is a great
Yes,
story.
please.
I remember that. Who did I get them from? I can't even remember anymore. But somebody brought them to one of the sneaker swaps, and he had them on his table, and he was asking like $500 or $600 or
Carter.
something.
You got them from Carter.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Because $500 or $600, and I was like, I don't think I can do that. I sold a few pairs that day. We had a good show. I was kind of like, near the end of the day, I was like, yeah, I could maybe do it. Go over. He's like, just sold them. I was like, fuck. So some kid bought them. And then somehow, like years down the road, he sold them to somebody else. I can't even remember who it was now. I'm like totally blanking. And then they, I think, put them up on the marketplace, and I was like, done. And I like made a trade with them for them. And I got them, and I love these shoes so much. And I wore them a lot. And they were pretty clean, just a little bit of wear. And then I was eating like a mango slushy ice pop thing, and it fell out the bottom right onto the toe box of that shoe. And you know what that shoe is? It's like a really fine suede, like really soft. And I like got it off right away. And then I went home and I was like cleaning it, and I just couldn't. There was this blotch right on the toe of one shoe. And it just like every time I busted them out, I have pictures of it if you look at my Instagram and go back and you find the last time I wore these, you'll see that splotch. And it's like, I just couldn't escape it. And I was just like, couldn't do it. So I brought him to one of the shows, and I think Wayne Sask bought them off me.
Oh, shit.
And I kind of regret it because I still want them, but that might be the only chance I would have had to have them. But
you could have distressed the whole upper. Yeah,
but then it's a different
light.
That's a different shoe.
Yeah.
Just take a whole bunch of mangoes.
Yeah, just use it like a bingo dauber and just like.
Distress the whole thing.
So that's my story with the Dornbecker. I love this shoe. Clear sole.
So sick, man.
First time clear sole on a Jordan 8. Amazing. The Hot Wheels.
I thought you were gonna bust them out today.
Oh man, they would be right here if I had them.
Right,
the Hot Wheels inspiration that the kid had, like all the things he did. So dope on this shoe. This was one of the first ones that people hated, I think. There was a lot of hate towards this one. They're like, it looks too much like a kid shoe, is stupid, Hot Wheels, blah, 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 blah.
You'd almost like a kid designed it or something.
yeah.
God, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I love this shoe. I'm hoping
I paint on these, man. Every time I see people wearing a pair, they got some black paint all over the place too, like they're from 07 or something.
The chipping?
Yeah.
Mine didn't chip at all. I didn't have any chips. I had a little scuff on this rock on thing on the side. But no, I didn't have any chipping on mine. They held up.
See now,
Yeah.
Black chips all over the place, but maybe that's
All the ones I see on Instagram are like, or on GOAT or anything are like probably unwearable because they've never been worn or are just like destroyed. And like you said, the whole upper is like a different color.
Yeah.
And I'm not paying $500 for that. Like, they're either $1,000 brand new, gonna fall apart, or they're $500 and they're absolutely trashed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No,
it's crazy.
Next up in 2015, 3 times a charm, Jordan 8. What was this based off of? I don't remember the inspiration.
The 3 finals teams he beat to his first 3 championships. So Lakers, Blazers, Suns.
Hey.
Okay, that's what it was.
3 times a charm, baby.
Sounds right.
Bam.
Anybody get these? Right. Anybody get these?
Nah.
Nope.
Nobody get these. All right. 2015, the Aquas come back. Everyone's calling them the Aquas. They did not say Aqua on the box. I remember this specifically. Are they still Aquas if you don't put Aquatone on the box?
I don't think so.
So you call them Concord then?
What do you call them?
Call them Concord.
How do you not? How does like Flint Gray get on the box before Aquatone gets on the box? How does True Red? How does True Red get on the box? Come on.
And I didn't even pay attention. This was my first. This was my first pair of 8s. Was this pair?
The 2015 one?
Yeah. I never really liked 8s. I wasn't a 8 fan.
This was a pretty easy release to get, I think.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Shout to them, they got the sparkle tones right on the Concord this time around. It really hit hard, I remember, in the light. Like
on the midsole?
Really hit. Yeah.
Was that an OG thing? Like in 93, they released with the sparkles?
They sure did. Yep. And they kind of toned it down on the 07 pair. Yeah. Almost like non-existent.
Yeah, there was like none on it.
Yeah, but they brought it back right in 15. So shouts to them.
Blang. They got him good for Jody High Roller.
Yeah. Then we got the chromes again. So a retro of the chrome, thinking like this wasn't really that hype when it came out. Why are they doing this again?
Yeah, no,
but they did.
15. They did. Like, yeah, people were after him in 15, which is weird to me.
Yeah,
like people were after chromes like they were no G or something. He was like, "Oh, okay. No, I don't have chromes. I don't know where to get them, but good luck to you." I mean, we're really after them.
And then after that, in 2016, on the heel of the cigar and champagne pack Jordan 6 and the cigar and champagne pack Jordan 7, we get the tip that they're going to do a CNC pack Jordan 8, and you're like, oh, sick, like a burgundy and like a green, and then we get a championship trophy and confetti.
I didn't like that confetti personally.
I like the confetti over the championship. I prefer the confetti, to be honest. But again, I think the problem here was the pricing, because you're still up here with that like 330, 320 Canadian.
Yikes.
That's a big hit. It's a big hit for those.
The material on them was pretty decent. I remember the confettis, like that leather was pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good in the picture.
Nice leather, some patent leather, and then that confetti. And the confetti is also in the interior of the shoe. And
it comes with a bag of it too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It came with a little zip tied on baggie of confetti.
That's what's up.
And then the championship trophy has the basically all cream upper, light bone, and then the gold hit on the side with like thumbprints on it.
Mm-hmm. Clear sole as well. I'm looking for pairs now, and every pair's got like the yellow sole, man. It's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous.
I could see that working well with this shoe.
Oh God, damn, they do. They look so good.
And that ends it for the definitive guide on Soul Collector. So now we jump to the YYC SOLEdiers definitive guide. And in 2017, we get a cool gray Jordan 8.
I think this is when it was kind of like
kind of done.
Yeah.
I just remember. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, do you remember seeing all the customizers doing like a cause 4 on these?
Oh my God,
like,
yes.
Painting like the cause hands all over the gray sleeve.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah. This
By this point,
I
I think
think
we've had all the 8s that we wanted by
Yeah.
this point. So
Yeah,
now
like-
it's overkill.
Unless we're doing new colors, and this is a new color that doesn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, how
it's-
do you really do better than like the OG colors? This is
I mean, other than the Dorenbecker, but
yeah.
just saying.
But I mean, as a GR,
This
like,
one
how
has
do you-
1993 on the heel tab. I didn't know that was on this shoe.
I mean, anything to sell the shoe, right?
That's a new thing. Yeah, they'll do any little thing. Then we get the Take Flight Jordan.
Oh, the
8.
Travis Scotts
Yeah, the Travis Scott Sequoia. Is this right? Sequoia? Yeah, Sequoia.
has to be. Yeah,
Max Orange, Wolf Gray.
Those look good.
Mhm.
I like
those are cool, but I didn't want to put the money towards them for retail.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
thing.
That's how I felt with a lot of 8 releases. Like, it's a cool shoe, and like, it looks good. And looking back on it, like, yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it was just never a pair that it was like, yeah, I feel like spending money on that right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's never felt the call to these ones.
Yeah.
I hated these right away
And
when they called them bread.
Then the bread
Mm.
or the Black Gym Red colorway comes out. So we got basically like a playoff, but then like a grayed out side, no Concord. And is this some patent leather or just like leather?
I don't think so.
I think it's just
I think
leather.
just-
Yeah.
It's synthetic leather.
Synthetic leather.
yeah,
This just feels
No.
lazy.
no doubt.
Feels
No, sir.
lazy. They're claiming this is Jordan 4 black and red inspiration, but this is just no inspiration.
Nope.
None.
I'm not feeling this one.
Nope.
Then in 2017, we get the opposite of that,
Ugh.
the alternate. So this is when they're doing all the alternate stuff. So this is
hated that. I hated that alternate series.
yeah, this is basically that white and red, but they switched some of the colors.
Rid of the gray, put 1992.
Yeah,
Get
added
outta
gray.
here. Get
Nah,
outta here.
nah. This isn't it.
But they just took away the third color that made the OG color so special.
Yeah, pretty much.
These could have been the Bugs Bunny.
These should have been.
Yeah. These have been the Bugs Bunny. Also, and then in 2018, sorry, we're jumping to 2018. We got the
Yeah.
South Beach,
Mm-mm.
which felt
They knew this wasn't gonna sell, so they had to call it the South Beach.
it felt too late. Like if they did this maybe like a year before, people would have been hyped over it. But
But I don't even think it makes sense. Like, why?
yeah,
Like, did LeBron wear them?
there's no why. Yeah, but as far as a colorway goes, it's not
It's
bad.
not bad.
The colors are nice. You could have made a fire pair. This isn't it. This blocking isn't right to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-mm. Gray midsole, really? You got
Yeah.
South Beach colorways and you come out with the gray midsole?
plain.
You're gonna
plain,
kill
plain.
that thing, man. Make it flat.
Then in 2018, we get OVOs. Why didn't I have the pictures up? We got 2 OVO 8s that came
These
out.
were just leftovers from the confetti.
yeah,
The trophy and the confetti. Yeah.
yeah, it's the trophy and the championship trophy and the confetti that are now
Yes.
Drake's shoe.
It's like how they did the fours, the Raptor fours.
Yeah, so we get welcome on the tongue. We get the OVO owl on the heel.
This was when he signed with Jordan Brand too.
Was this the
wasn't it?
first one? This was
I
before
think so.
the
I think
10s?
that's why it says welcome. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Not my favorite.
No.
I don't think I was
Did
ever
these,
interested.
Did these
in this.
release?
I think
Yeah.
so.
10s?
I think they did.
I
Yeah.
think Har just wore his white pair.
No, he was wearing the 12s.
Yeah.
Was it 12s?
I think these released. I remember these
Yeah.
releasing.
I think they released at the OVO store, like all that kind of stuff.
Was this All-Star Weekend in Toronto?
2018? No.
No, it's 2016.
No.
It was
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just look at the ball beside you.
It's not facing the right way. You can't see it. Also in 2018, we have the Air Raid or the
Hey.
Tinker,
I was here for
they're
these.
calling it.
I was here for these.
So it's a Jordan 8, but it takes all the cues from the colorway of that original black and multicolor Air Raid.
See, this I was cool with.
This was a cool
the air
crossover.
raids.
This made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It made
And-
sense because it was at the same time, the same era, the whole thing with the whole 92, 93, unity and peace.
Yeah,
That
these are
Ace is
nice.
trying to go with.
These are nice, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
together on the heel tabs
Mm,
bring it
fire
together.
pair.
Yeah,
Fire.
Man, I forgot about this pair. I'm not gonna lie.
Those are well
forgot.
done.
I was looking at a pair for dirt cheap, and I just didn't make it happen. And I looked recently. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't want those Tinker 8s, and now the dirt cheapness is gone. And now they're close to around retail again, and that's too much.
yeah, that's still too much for them.
It's too much.
Next up, we got probably one of the best colorways. It's multicolor. So when you're talking the South Beach, Jermaine says they could have done a good thing with the South Beach. They just did the wrong color blocking. Jordan Brand was listening to Jermaine, and they were like, all right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the right color blocking this time. And so they do
Holy
different colored
It's
straps
more gray.
and more gray. They leave gray on the midsole. Still gray on the midsole.
Right. Make sure the
And
gray.
these are like translucent, all those panels,
Yeah.
aren't they? Like they're
Yeah.
see-through? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Yo,
terrible.
Jermaine, I can't even get a pair of these air raids. Guess how much they are for men's? For my size 10.
What the 8s?
Yeah,
Tinkers.
How much?
$720.
My God.
Bro,
My
a couple
God.
months ago they
One-
were like 300.
One size left. Fuck that.
Bro, do you remember these things? These things were like $100. Those Tinker
Yeah.
8s, like as soon as they came out, like
Yeah.
right after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
they
remember it was one of
dropped.
those ones where like, oh yeah, it's cheap as fuck. I'll get them down the road even cheaper, and that's
It's like
fucked up.
these ones
Yeah.
right here. These ones ended up at the fucking outlet. Like
These ones went to outlets. I don't think these go for anything. Now these look like
No.
they should
Man, I
just
would
be
never-
these should just be a GS pair.
Yo, don't say that. The fact that you said that, you already know the price is gonna go way up for 'em.
Yeah, I haven't looked recently.
You think
don't know,
you think
man.
I have that much pull? Is that what you're trying to say?
You could.
know
You're
you
an
do.
influencer, bro.
I'm an influencer. So they were called the SPSE. So they're like special edition. Like, what does that stand for? I don't know.
Well,
Last sale price on those was $330.
yeah. I'm just looking at that too.
I'm on stock. I can get a
Too
pair.
much.
I can get a pair for like 220 in my size.
Hey, do it then. Do
I
it.
don't want to. I'm just saying I could.
I was
Just
saying,
saying
that's
I
about
could.
150 too much, but
That's about 220
is a
too
lot.
much. That's 220 too much. I'll take them
pay me to
for.
wear these out.
I wouldn't even take them for free. I don't think I would. I got too many
These
other
are
pairs.
just
Of
You
these.
could sell them too.
man.
That'd be the
Those
worst
are
part.
so
Yeah.
I feel like you
bad.
can sell these.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
man.
right. Let's move on. Let's move on from this one to an even better pair.
Oh my god.
Reflections of a championship. We talked about these the last 2 weeks. The 6s, the 7s, the 8s. Nobody asked for any of these shoes.
I'm so glad we're
Why
done
are they
with this.
doing these shoes?
I don't hate
I'm-
these as much as you guys do, man. You guys gotta put me on some game here.
You like these
Are
ones?
the worst. I don't like them, but I don't hate them. They're not worse than the last ones. They're
Man,
not
I just-
Oh, 100% they're not worse than the last one.
right. Like they're not worse.
I just think that
They're not worse
they
than
should've
what?
just-
They're not worse than the 7s, or they're
The
not worse than
multis.
the SPSEs or
They're not worse. Oh yeah,
not.
they're not worse than those, but
Oh,
nothing
it's
can.
like-
You're setting the bar
But-
so low there.
I'm just saying with all this material that they had and the time to think about this, they could have done something different. I mean, this is different, I guess.
I think
but
I agree with
Did you say
Jermaine.
3M.
I agree with Jermaine that I think they're the best of the pack. But again, that's a low bar.
I'd
So-
love to see Andrew Fung wear these on the red carpet when everyone's taking photos of him, and all you see are his
Flash.
shoes.
I think kind of
Flash.
sick. So what is it about like this pack that makes it so much worse than like a green bean or like the other like the 3M pair, the Toro Bravo? Because this is like the same colors as the Toro Bravo even.
I think
I just-
the Jordan-
for me it's a
Jordan
bit of
5.
it's a bit of laziness because it's just
Yeah.
it's the same color of an original shoe. You just threw 3M on it, and it was also the laziness of like 3 pairs at once and the pricing. These were high.
These were up there again too, hey?
They were like,
Yeah.
I think they were over 3, and it was like there was nothing premium about them. There wasn't
Yeah.
anything like special. There was no like real story with them, and I think that's the biggest problem for me.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't like about them was the price for sure, and then just there's nothing crazy about the 3M. Like it's not. You could have just made an OG colorway, and just gave it like premium materials for that price.
I don't know. I would never purchase. I would never cop. But like, I just see a white, black, and red Jordan 8 with 3M. I'm like, I don't hate 3M. I like 3M. So like, like, is this fine? They're
like
fine.
this picture looks nice. This stock picture, it looks pretty decent, but these like real pictures look not so good. And I mean, I know that's always the case with like Nike stuff and Jordan stuff, but like especially this one, I think too. All right, let's move on. We got two more.
Leave that up.
We got two more. This was a pretty nice one. The N7. This was 2019. I think this was the last Jordan N7 that they did. Is that right?
Pandemic. Yep.
I don't think they've done any since.
Are you saying N7s at all, or
N7 Jordan?
Oh, okay. I was going to say I was at the outlet last week and they had Blazers and there was a Kyrie.
Yeah, they still do N7s,
not Jordans,
but not Jordan ones. And they're like, they only did a few. They only did like the 31, the 7, the 8. I was excited to see more N7s, and they just kind of killed it. And this one was the ones.
Yeah, the low ones.
Oh, the low ones to go with the 7s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites, actually. Those are fire.
And then this one comes out with the Pendleton cosign. So you got the Pendleton like wool blanket on the side, which again is kind of a shout out to indigenous cultures or Native American cultures, as they call them in the States. This pair I liked.
Yep, I like this pair.
Those go.
I like this one a lot, but again, they didn't sell well, but then the prices didn't come down.
Yeah.
And it's just, they're just kind of sitting. Yeah. They're just kind of sitting. I don't know what they go for now, but
probably expensive as hell.
Probably.
These aren't cheap. I would assume that these are not cheap.
Yeah. I'm looking at like, ooh, my size is like $400.
Oh,
damn.
I mean,
2 years ago.
No chance.
It's better than my Air Raids.
Yes, $700. But both are, I'm never going to pay that much. So that's a pass.
No.
But I like these. I like these a lot. And then also in 2019, we had the Kwai 54 Jordan 8s.
Ooh.
This is another one where it's like, all those people that are hoarding these pairs, you're never going to sell them. Give them to us. Give them to us for reasonable prices, and we will wear the shit out of them.
These deserve it, man. These things are beautiful.
I've been looking for 2 years now, and I've never seen a used pair on GOAT. Like, I don't think a single worn pair exists in the world.
Not on GOAT, for sure.
Because nobody's wearing these. So it's just all people.
Big numbers in Europe.
They did. They were easy to get. And I didn't want to pay that price plus the shipping plus the duties. You're looking at like $350 probably.
Right. Not too much for these.
I know from experience when I did that with the 6s. So that's not happening. Which was after this. But I like this shoe a lot, and I just want it for a reasonable price. Clear sole. I like that pattern.
Someone hook up Diesel.
Give me that bucket hat too. I'll buy the bucket hat off you too, and I'll wear it all together.
Yeah, no, these are.
That's a dope pair. Done. Yeah, I could definitely get down with these. Those are. Those are sweet.
There's also a white pair, but we don't really need to talk about those. Friends and family. Yeah. Impossible to find. But this one's clean, and that's it. That's the last time the Jordan 8 has come out. So 2019. November 2019, I think, was the last time those N7s came out. So I think are we due for some more Jordan 8s soon?
Any day now. Any day.
I don't think there's anything coming out this year. That doesn't look like anything slated yet. So we'll see. Maybe soon we'll be seeing a bunch of Jordan 8s come out.
You're gonna have the Nike Air on the insoles.
Yeah, Nike Air on the insoles.
All the colors again.
Yeah.
Yep. $50 more.
Now, before we leave the Jordan 8, we try to look at things that were influenced by the Jordan 8 or ripped off the Jordan 8, shall we say. I only have one today. Usually there's
that's the Chris Paulio setup.
We're coming up on the Air Jordan 8.0.
Oh, no.
I think Jermaine had a story about this last week. about someone trying to fleece them and be like, look at this. We have the Jordan 8 Aqua on the shelf. Look at this. Look at this. Here it is.
They're right here.
This is it.
Golly, man.
This
I
is
was
not
my head in
it.
my hands at that time. I was like, no, these are not it. And he's like, yes, these are it. All right, these are it. And I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, those are it. You're right.
Those are
right,
it.
bro.
Oh my god, that was the era that I was working. That was
It was
So were these supposed to be like almost like let's call it like a protro? Like what is the idea
These
here?
were supposed to be the performance.
It was like, the
basketball
performance.
shoe.
I don't know what they did to this, but I remember the 2.0, and that was where they took a Jordan 2 upper, and then they added a full length Max Air bag, visible Max Air to the sole. So you had like a 2 that you could maybe play ball in.
Anytime someone starts with, so are these supposed to be like, this shoe was just bogus?
Yo, but was
trying to figure out from Jordan Brand's standpoint why. But
Yeah.
Chris Paul did wear these though. He wore these for games.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure it was Chris Paul. That
No,
was
because he would have been wearing his. He would have been wearing his shoe.
No,
do
yo,
you think
someone,
like Nike or
I remember
Jordan put that into his contract, and then after that game, Chris Paul called up his agent and he's like, "You son of a bitch! You better read every single contract you sign line by line from now on, because you missed this. I had to wear these pieces of shit on court."
We're gonna have to put
maybe
receipts
you guys
out.
are right.
No,
Remember
I don't
someone
see.
told
You
me
might be right, but I've never seen it.
Someone told me at Foot Locker that they made him, and then he wore them for a game.
Was it the dude who told me that these are 8s?
You know what?
These
Now
came
that I
out.
think about it,
These came out in 20. These came out in 2012. So that was like many years after the first Aqua, and then it was like right in the middle.
I think he's rocking his signatures by that point.
Yeah, I think he's rocking the signatures.
Mhm. Oh man!
But these are right in the smack dab in the middle of the 2 Aqua Retros.
Yeah.
So you got like Aquas in 07, Aquas in 15, and in 2012, you get this Aqua, which is the real Aqua.
Right. The true Aqua.
Jermaine, come on.
Wow.
No, in 2012, he's got the CP3 6.
Yeah.
He's not wearing this. He's not wearing an 8.0 instead of this. Come on. So this was like an 8.0 to me. bringing back this thing. Is this red color actually come out? I'm not sure, but I know the aqua, the black, and the blue.
Man, the black and white ones, that was the Northeast color.
This one.
Mar for sure was rocking those, yo.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one.
Bus, yo.
No .0s over here in the Southwest.
No .0s happening. I mean, that was kind of our hot take. That was a good way to finish it off with the hot take. But we have to have a hot take. We always have to have a hot take. Something that I'm not sure where it's going to go. I'm not sure if people are going to be digging it. I'm not sure if people are not going to be digging it. This usually I come up with it and nobody knows about it, but I think everybody has seen this. Maybe not Eli. So Eli might be the only one given the true hot take here. But let's share the screen. I'll explain it a little bit and then we can jump into it. Last night, live on All Elite Wrestling Dynamite, the 2 brand ambassador and superstar wrestlers, the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, come out as heels. So they're coming out as like rich, pompous douchebags, essentially. And what are they wearing? But Air Jordan 1 Dior's. I'm just going to open it with that. I'm going to open it with that.
Dior's. Disgusting. The one dude had the audacity to point at the camera and say $10,000. I don't know which one is which buck is which buck. One of the bucks said that.
This one's Matt on the right.
I love Matt's chandelier on his forehead.
Yeah. Well, that's Bianca Belair. She did it better. So chill out. Chill out.
So yeah. So they're the champs. They're rocking Dior's.
But
question number 2.
Statement number 2.
Statement number 2.
Statement.
These are not real shoes.
No.
These are not authentic shoes. My
No.
question was going to be, do you think they are?
Nah, let's not even give people that opportunity. We know they're bogus. The receipts have been pulled up and down the internet all day long, which is why dude's saying $10,000 is even funnier because it's like, bruh. What are you doing? So the question becomes, did they know they're fake? Did they
Man,
care
these
they're
guys
fake?
these guys should have known because they've been known to be
Yes.
rocking like a lot of Jordans throughout their career.
Really?
Throughout their career. they've been wearing
I
Jordans.
get a caveat. This is caveat. They wear Jordans, but that doesn't mean they know a lot about Jordans.
I mean,
They have
but
been
for sure.
seen wearing. What have I seen them in? Like mostly like Jordan 11 lows.
11s. Yeah.
I've seen 11 lows, but it's always
They
like the
wore a bunch-
newer. It's the newer ones that are like easy to get. So they're not
They've been
wearing like heat. They don't know.
a lot of Jordan 1s they've been wearing just like whatever colors that they can grab.
It feels like them or their outfit managers or like creators were just like, we want you to be rich jerks. So they just went on StockX and looked at what's the most expensive Jordan. And it was like Dior. And they were like, cool, let's go get a bootleg of that.
Alibaba.com.
And you'll just pretend that they're real. And people that'll know will be like, yeah, they are expensive. That's what I think happened here.
True, but did they not think anyone was going to pull the receipts on them, man? You can't come out here with fake shoes in 2021.
Especially being the young bucks, yo.
Yeah, being anybody of any kind of fame at all, like, because these guys are pretty unknown as far as everyone's concerned, man. Like, let's be realistic. So you're going to be
Hey, these are millionaires.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
The young buck.
Okay, all right. The young buck millionaires, wink, wink, nod, nod, nudge, punch in the shoulder. These guys are coming with like serious weak sauce, man, when you're coming with the fake shoes in 2021. And like these, like I only saw clips. I didn't see the entire match, but like I said, man, these guys were out here stunting it.
Yeah.
Pointing to the shoes, making
Pointing
sure
to the
everyone
shoes.
saw they're Dior Air Jordan 1s. Did you not think people were gonna be like, wait a second, those are Bobo as hell? Look at these things.
They didn't need to be Dior. Like nothing about them is like, they don't have like Dior branded anything. So like, why didn't they just come out with like a nice looking shiny silver pair, or like
They could have just came out with the laser one.
something that just
Natural
looks
grays or
something that just looks like it's like shiny and expensive. That's all you need.
Didn't
I
they just come
guarantee
out with
they
a pair of
consider
Jordan
themselves
ones that came out
Jordans.
that were like chrome, like silver or some shit?
There was a low. There was like a pinnacle low.
No, but
wasn't
wasn't
it?
there one like last month that was like
Oh, there was
Like
the women's silver,
yeah,
black and silver.
But these
one.
guys were like a size 7, don't they?
Looks like it. They could have got cheap pairs, man. This is disgraceful, and Cody Rhodes should be ashamed of this shit.
Yeah,
No room for any of this, man.
they
It's a bad
shouldn't
look.
be.
It's a bad look, and it's only going to look worse as the time
Yo,
goes on.
they're on nice kicks right now. I mean, they're getting what they wanted. They're getting what they wanted.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're getting press. What's Nice Kick saying? Is Nice Kick saying they're fake, or is Nice Kick saying,
They
look at these
better.
guys wearing Jordans?
They were boosting them.
Then what about now? I know there's like some off the rope blogs and stuff have come back today. And
Yo,
be like,
Off the Ropes
hey,
is going on."
actually, yeah, they were.
Yeah, like
Actually, these are
the young
fake.
bucks like they say this, the young bucks perform in the Dior times Air Jordan 1 on All Elite Wrestling.
Nice.
And
Can
then
you say that?
that's the part where he goes
Whoa.
$10,000.
$1,000. Why you lying? Why you lying?
Yeah, that's
This is
why you
some
gotta
real
get that
heel
guy
shit.
going. You gotta get that guy. Why?
Bro, like this is some real heel shit.
fuck.
If they were trying to get over his heels, man, mission accomplished. 'Cause
and
this
that's
is
what
some
they,
real shit.
not to get too much into the wrestling, but that's maybe what they come back with.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's
we
the wrestling
we
model.
bought fakes.
Yeah, we
fuck
knew
you.
they're fake. What do you mean? Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend my money. Like I'm so rich, I don't need to spend my money on this. You'll just think it's real. That's all you need to do. And they won't. I don't think they'll do it.
No,
But maybe,
the next
maybe.
week. That's
We'll see.
Yo, they turned off their comments.
I bet
course
they're
they did.
getting roasted. Of
Of course
course.
they did.
Of course. What are those, bro? What?
Yeah.
Yo, especially when you
Heels.
got the homie what's his name from Off the Rope, dude that owns a company roasting him.
Yeah.
Like,
Tony Khan?
He was coming.
Tony Khan is roasting it.
No, from
Oh.
off the is it off the top rope or
It's off the rope.
off the rope? Yeah,
Off the
when
rope.
you got
Yeah.
when you got homie like roasting you guys and like come on, man.
He's coming hard, man. And like everyone is. Like these guys are Fake as hell. Even dudes who know nothing about the wrestling world are coming in to the wrestling world because of this. Because you got people who you can obviously tell aren't into wrestling being like, I know these guys are millionaires, but these shoes are still fake.
No.
It's like, first of all, these dudes are fucking struggling to eat. So millionaires, you're not obviously not talking about money.
I'm reading
something else.
I'm on Matt's Instagram now. He still has the comments and there's like people boosting, like Chelsea Green's like, wow, the Dior's.
Oh, she don't know.
Luchasaurus Dior.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know.
Also, these guys are like co-owners of the company, so you're obviously wanting these dudes to like you and help you in. Chelsea Green just got future endeavored by WWE today, so she's of course gonna be at the Young Bucks store being like, nice shoes. Can I have a job?
Oh man.
So
bad luck.
Anyways, that's a pretty good hot take, I think, for this week.
I would say so.
Eli, I know it's wrestling. I know you're not into it, but you can appreciate it.
You will.
No, and that's the thing is, I mean, if their goal was to get their names out there, I'd never heard of these guys until this morning. And when I opened up Instagram this morning, I swear to God, it was like every second post was that guy pointing in his fucking shoe into the camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fucking embarrassing as hell.
Huh?
It's embarrassing, but they did it. They are on the internet.
The Young Bucks.
They're on the internet, Jermaine.
No press.
They are online. That's where you get those sneakers. Hey, Young Bucks, where'd you get those sneakers? Online. I got them online. All right, that's probably enough of this for 1 week. Thanks everyone for listening or watching. If you're not watching, you should be watching. So tune in on YouTube. But we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the podcast places. Thanks to the Fresh Take Network. So join us on those for the next weeks, or go back listen to the Jordan 7 one last week. It was a dope show.
It was
always a dope show.
It's always a dope show.
Every time.
So
dope.
Yeah, I think I don't want to say too much. We got some up tempos. We got some Donut Mill. We got some empty water bottles.
Yo, what flavors you got in there, Albert?
Yeah, what did you get from Donut Mill?
Open it up. Let's see, man.
Right.
Unboxing.
Unbox that.
We got the special and the Oreo.
Oh, the maple and whipped cream.
Yeah.
Is that the special?
Yeah.
And that place makes their own whipped cream.
Oh.
They make their own whipped cream and they put it in.
Well,
it's so good. So good.
You guys are ever at the Donut Mill? They have the best like deli sandwiches there too. And they're really cheap. Like you can get like a soup and sandwich combo for like $5. It's awesome.
But I'm just gonna eat a dozen donuts. Like,
I've never been to this.
I don't have space. I don't have space for a sandwich. I mean 12 donuts. You gotta stop. It's a big windmill. Like I have been going. I've lived here my whole life, and I've gone to Edmonton many, many times. I always see that windmill. I was like, I'm not stopping there. And then one time I did, and that was it. I stopped one time, and I was like, man, these donuts look bomb. Try them, and then it was like done. Every single time I have to stop.
Adam actually introduced me to it.
Yeah,
to the donut mill.
It's a good donut.
Yeah, support, man. That's the only thing keeping Red Deer's economy alive.
Donut mill and the fake Peter's driving.
I'm surprised you haven't made a donut mill sneaker for them yet.
Yeah.
Is there someone there that would enjoy sneakers?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I'm going to assume that if it's Commerce and Red Deer, they don't really care about sneakers.
So that's our local shout out for the week. Our local shout out for the week is not quite local, but it's the donut mill.
It's local. It's Alberta.
Go to the donut mill,
baby.
Go to the donut mill. It's local for Eli. So go to the donut mill. Yeah, I think that's it. Join us next week for, unless there's a big story that comes up, I think we're going to do the Jordan 9. So everybody remember, what was their first Jordan 9?
2002 Olives, man. That first retro from Athletes World at Deerfoot Mall. I took the bus up there because I was still too young to drive at that point. $90 off the wall Olives, man. I wore those things into the ground. And I ended up selling them to somebody.
You did.
Who was it? I can't remember who I sold them to. I sold them to someone. I'm sure we'll get into it next week. But
we'll get into it next week. Anybody else remember?
Kilroy. I was late. Kilroy's. Kilroy's were mine.
Kilroy's.
Kilroy's. And then the countdown pack after. Countdown pack.
No 9s for me. I have never owned a pair of Jordan.
Never owned a pair.
Ooh.
I have to be careful though. We keep doing these recaps, and then all of a sudden I'm like, do I need a pair of 8s? I kind of need a pair of 8s. Like next week it's gonna be a pair of 9s. It's like, yeah,
I think
never
you
owned
do.
a pair of 6s. You guys did that episode. Now I'm like, well, I need some 6s.
There you go.
I think my first pair was a countdown pack, but my first pair of Jordan 9s before that was a fake pair that I got duped for. I got duped on eBay. I got duped on eBay. I'll save the story for next week.
Yeah.
But I'll save that story for next week. First pair was one of, I think, 2 pairs that I was duped on in my lifetime. So there was another one. Maybe I'll bring that up too.
7s, wasn't it?
What?
It was a clear panel 7s, wasn't it?
It was not. It was not. It was a fire red Jordan 5 from '99 or 2000. Yeah. Anyways, the 9. It was a white and black 9. We'll get into it next week. So I'll save that story for then. But I think it was Countdown Pack was the first real pair for me. So with that, let's sign off. Next week, maybe we'll have Har back in the building. But Eli is here to stay regardless. So welcome, Eli, to the pod. Thanks for joining. We'll see everybody next week on Got 'Em. And I'll just do it this week.
No, I'll do it too.
What?
You want to do it?
Do it too.
All right, let's do it.
Everyone's gonna do it.
3,
Here we go.
2, 1. Buy what you like, but wear what you buy.
Make sure you wear what you buy.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right.
Online.
Peace.
How low can you go? Tell me how deep can you dig? Tell me how far can you kiss? How high can you jump? Tell me do you do a lot of drugs? Tell me do you sip a lot of bub? How far can you go? Tell me are you down to